excited to be here today. How about you guys? How you feeling in here? Come on, yes! Oh my goodness, this is so exciting. Wow. John, are we ready to get this party started? Yes! Is that a yes? I don't know what this is. Y'all, give me your loudest applause. We're practicing applause for these amazing entrepreneurs. Let me hear you. Let me hear you. How loud can you go?
Yeah.
Yes. I like that. I like it. I have a front man here. So we're going to talk a little bit about what we're doing today. My name is Tracy Harrell, and I am the new Chief Economic Development Officer for Urban Impact. And Urban Impact puts on a program called Sharks at the Beach. And we are here live at the semifinals. Yes! Woo. Y'all, I could not be more excited. You're in for an amazing show. So let me just welcome you to Sharks at the Beach. This is a social venture pitch event. It's all about entrepreneurs who have decided they're going to have an amazing business and change the world in the process. That's a thing.
Sounds good to me.
That's what's happening up in here. So we are going to move forward and talk a little bit about the program. Sharks at the Beach, our description is, we are transforming entrepreneurs so that they can transform the communities where they work and where they live. Now, what's really exciting to me is that there are two primary programs. One is called Sharks at the Beach. I'm going to go to our next slide. And the other is the Thrive Business Accelerator. Now, Sharks at the Beach is for aspiring entrepreneurs. Some of these businesses have been in progress for years, but they're at a point where they're really ready to accelerate. Then we have a formal business accelerator for existing businesses that are just ready to take it to the next level. Both of these programs exist as a part of Urban Impact, and today we're going to hear from Sharks at the Beach. We have the founder, one of the originators, BJ Stewart here, who's going to actually share just a little bit about his vision for the programs and why we're all here. Now, it's kind of this is the best of times and the worst of times because BJ is actually in Chicago. He's now with Sunshine Enterprises. So let us hear what BJ has to say about Sharks at the Beach and really about the amazing entrepreneurs that are here. BJ, what do you got to say? How are you doing, by the way?
I'm doing well, Tracy. Hey, thank you for that introduction. As you can see, there's this logo behind me called Sunshine Enterprises. After 7 years being with Urban Impact and investing in the Sharks at the Beach Entrepreneurship Program and in Thrive Business Accelerator, God has called me to another assignment, and it's here on the south side of Chicago, on the west side of Chicago, helping brown and black folks, entrepreneurs in disinvested communities, really to fulfill their dreams and make a difference in their communities, a difference in their families, and a difference for themselves as well. So while, hey, I really long to be in Seattle, but I have a calling elsewhere. And that word calling, this is really a message to the entrepreneurs, and I really want to focus my attention on you. This is an opportunity for you to accomplish your dreams and really another step toward you accomplishing your dreams. And I'm just going to keep this short in terms of, what Sharks at the Beach and what Thrive Business Accelerator is all about. It's all about building social capital, really connecting you with individuals that can help you on your entrepreneurial journey. It's about building knowledge capital, building business acumen through application-based business training. So you all have spent 11 weeks building up to this point, and then an opportunity to build financial capital, and that is connecting you all with the folks who can financially help you fulfill your dreams. So I'm going to cut it off at that. I really want to encourage the entrepreneurs to, hey, let it loose. You've invested your life into this point, and now this is an opportunity for you to just, let things just flow in and through you as you take another step in your entrepreneurial journey. So I'm going to leave it at that and turn it back over to you. Thank you.
Thank you so much for joining us today. Y'all give BJ Stewart a round of applause. BJ, we love you so much. Thank you so much for all that you've done for this program. And you're right, it is all about the entrepreneurs. And let me just introduce another individual who really has changed this community. I'd like to introduce Pastor Harvey Drake. PhD is what we like to call him. Pastor Drake, come on up here.
Hey, sister.
How are you? I'm good.
Doing all right?
I'm great. It's so good to have you here. So, for me, this is a calling too.
Yes.
So I'm here because I know that we can make a difference in the lives of these entrepreneurs. But you've been changing our community for years. So this is about Urban Impact, the organization that you helped to start. Tell us about your church, your organization. Tell us about this whole mission of yours.
Well, about 35 years ago, we had this incredible vision to do something that would elevate our community by accentuating the positive and countering the negative, because we believe that all people can thrive with the right encouragement and support, right? But it starts with having a right vision that comes from God. He created us all to flourish. He created us all to move forward. And so our job is simply to encourage you the best that we can. In addition to all the economic development stuff that we've done down through the years, we have 4 other areas that we focus on as well, because we're here to break the cycles of social, material, and spiritual poverty. And we say all 3 because it's not just a lack of substance, but sometimes we don't have the right connections, we don't have the right community around us, or the right networks. And then sometimes we're just out of place with the one who created us all and gave us life. We all have his breath in us, and we want to encourage people to understand that. So when people thrive, guess what? The community thrive. Amen?
Amen.
And so in addition to all the economic development stuff that we do, we have 4 other areas that we focus on. That's neighborhood transformation, where we partner with churches to identify what are the needs in their particular neighborhood, and then do something to address those needs, encouraging people, building people, and changing systems. The other is health and wellness, right? We were at one point considered the unhealthiest zip code in the state of Washington. So we had a desire to do something about that, not just commiserate about it, but change it. And so we started Rainier Health and Fitness, along with Rainier Health Cross Fitness, and we have been helping people do a lot better. I mean, let me hurry up. So, and then in addition to that, we have a real commitment to ethnic and racial reconciliation.
Yes.
We want to see this nation and our community change, amen?
Yes.
So we are involved with that. And then finally, youth and family development. We believe that we have to invest in the emerging, those who are coming behind us, I should say, emerging leaders, amen?
Yes.
So this is who we are, what we're about. I also pastor Emerald City Bible Fellowship, which is connected to Urban Impact. We're like kissing cousins, if you will, and we love people. We love God, we love people, and we love to do what we can to make a difference. We don't want to be a group that just talks about change, but actually accentuating change, initiating change.
Leading
encouraging change. Can I say leading change again?
I think you are, absolutely.
Leading change. So
totally.
God bless you. We trust that you'll enjoy what's going to be presented to you tonight.
I love it. Don't go anywhere. We're going to bring you, stay here for one more second. Steve, we're going to have you come up here real quick, because what I really want to do is I want to go to the next slide if we possibly can. But when we think about this program, it is about Urban Impact as an organization. And we could not do this without our sponsors.
That's right.
So, Steve, we have some sponsors here that we want to talk a little bit about. These are people that you've built relationships with. We'll let you take this over. Share the sponsor slide again.
Good thing we're practicing.
Yes.
News to me. So you can see them on the screen. They are organizations and businesses that have made financial commitments to be a part of this level. And everybody you see on the screen has made a $5,000 commitment or above to really helping you all as Sharks and your ability to advance into that next level. It helps pay the program. It also helps pay for the prize awards and the prize money that's going to be earned a week from tonight in the final pitch competition. So if you want to continue to give, you can go online. We have funders and sponsors that can give along with these great sponsors as well.
I love it. So there's more.
There's more.
We're going to talk about becoming a mentor. So we couldn't do this program without mentors and coaches, correct?
Correct.
So we're going to talk a little bit about that. There's a slide we're going to show that's going to tell people how to find us.
Got it.
Thrive.
Okay, because the email address is thrive@urbanimpactseattle.org. The best way, though, is to go to urbanimpactseattle.org and look for the economic development piece. You'll start seeing, and there you'll see how you can volunteer, how you can become a mentor, how you can be a coach, and how you can give. because there's still a need to raise some funding. Our goal through the pitch competition is to raise about 10 grand in kind of crowdfunding to help get these great entrepreneurs some cash in their pockets to lead their businesses forward.
I love it. So being a leader, being a coach is about mentoring, but it's also about just showing up, changing community. Pastor talked about truly changing the status quo.
Pastor?
He did.
Yeah, okay.
We changing some things up in here, y'all. So the next slide we want to share really is about the money. It is about funding, and we have an opportunity for you to make a difference. No matter who you are or where you are, you can contribute.
Yes, you can see it right there, www.urbanimpactseattle.org/donate to the Sharks.
There you go, y'all. You heard it here. Thank you, Steve.
You're welcome.
Oh my God. Now, what's next, John? Oh my goodness, it's showtime, people. It's showtime. Come on. Oh my God, I'm so excited. Now, we could not do this without our judges. So I do want to take a moment to tell you this is a competition of sorts. It's a community competition. You're going to hear from our entrepreneurs about their experience, and most of it has been just about building community. But we do have 4 judges that are here that are going to actually provide insight for the entrepreneurs through scoring as well as online written feedback to help optimize their business. John, show us who our coaches are, our judges are. First, I'd like to introduce Miss Alyssa Pizarro. We're going to add in Chris Mathis. We also have a duo that are in person here. How are you doing? Miss Candace Dixon, actually one of my favorite people, and then Cal Jones from Seattle Credit Union. So Alyssa's with Business Impact Northwest. I know we have Chris, you're part of Partners Worldwide, correct?
Yeah, Partners Worldwide, Spring GR, name an organization I've worked with them.
He's a coach, he's a mentor. We have Cal, who is part of Seattle Credit Union, and then Candace Dixon, who her company is called Genuity B2B. She's all about financials and accounting. So she's an entrepreneur as well, and she helps entrepreneurs on a daily basis. So I'm excited to have our judges. Let's give them a round of applause. They're like the silent champions of this entire experience. Without them, we wouldn't know who's going on to the finals. So let's get started. I guess right now, John, the next thing we have is entrepreneurs. Give them a round of applause, people. Yes. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, this is so exciting for me. I don't know if I can even stand myself, but we're going to get started with Miss Barbara Sykes. And her company is called Annie and Stella LLC. So join me in welcoming Barbara Sykes. I'm so excited. Barbara, how you doing?
Well, how are you?
Okay, so first, tell us a little bit about who you are. Brief introduction. Tell us about your company, your 30-second executive summary. This is the kind of stuff they learn in Sharks at the Beach. And then she's going to tell us, what did you learn about your experience? What was the thing that you enjoyed the most about your experience with Sharks at the Beach?
So hi, my name is Barbara Sykes. I'm Annie and Stella. Business is online, gluten-free baked goods. And what I learned about Sharks at the Beach is a lot of the different business coaching and strengthening areas in which you might have challenges and weakness, and just the community support.
I love it. Well, we came here to do a pitch. You ready?
Sure.
You got this, girl.
Hi, once again, my name is Barbara Sykes, and business is Annie and Stella. Annie and Stella, my grandmother's namesake. I baked a lot in the kitchen with them, used to kind of help them. And from the ginger snap cookies to the pound cake to red velvet, the fond memories of being in the kitchen trying to help mix some of the baked goods. Both grandmothers cooked on wood stoves, and just the scent of the aroma. And so one of the things that I do gluten-free baked goods. And so I also do make my items with my own vanilla extracts. so vanilla and vodka, so no sugar is added. And the reason that it's gluten-free is 1% of the U.S. population has celiac disease, which is autoimmune. However, there's about 6 to 7% of the U.S. population, so about 20 million, who have a gluten sensitivity. So they have difficulty digesting gluten, which is a protein. So it causes issues with digesting, absorbing nutrition, minerals, etc. I'm a public health educator, so one of the things that I do is connect and bridge nutrition education to the community and population. One place that I reach out to customers is interacting with them at the farmers markets, different pop-ups, as well as online, so the business is online. Other options that I am looking to explore and grow the business. So I started in 2019, and right before the pandemic, which was 2020. So you can see how low the sales was. And then last year, 2021, I'm actually in Port Orchard's farmers market. So it kind of grew, and I'm hoping to continue to grow organically. Some of the past events that I've been part of, some people found me online, others from word of mouth, different pop-ups. So I have a short-term goal, as well as long-term goal, was to get into more farmers markets, as well as pop-ups, and to have more business-to-business relationships, and be in the community as much as possible. Looking long-term to do more health education and bring nutrition and education to the community. So a request is asking for about $6,000, and this is so I can really focus on baking different gluten-free options. There's been some options or suggestions as to do some things sugar-free. And so for our customers who are diabetic, who want to enjoy some of the delicious baked goods, get some assistance with the different farmers market, connections, etc., as you can see on the slide. And I'd like to thank everyone for listening. Thank you.
Oh my God. Are you hungry? Are you hungry just looking at some of those images? I love it. Thank you so much for joining us. We do have an option for people to text during the finals. So this is the part where we would have people to vote in, lean in, call in, and all those good things. So just remember, for the finals, we're going to have you focus on this beautiful lady, Ms. Barbara Sykes. Thank you so much for joining us. Oh my goodness. Next on deck, we have Demiano Austin with CMOS Boss, LLC. Join me in welcoming Demiano Austin. Oh my God, how you doing?
I'm pretty awesome. How are you?
You are awesome.
Thanks.
So tell us a little bit about who you are. Tell us about your business, and then tell us what's one thing that you would like to share with others about some of the value you got out of participating in the Sharks at the Beach program.
Absolutely. Well, my name is Demiano Austin. I'm the founder of CMOS Boss LLC. We provide the Metro Seattle area with 100% wild-crafted and organic sea moss. And what I've taken from Sharks at the Beach is just a sense of family and community.
Aww. She's keeping it simple. Family and community. You know how important that is in a program that you learned a lot.
Absolutely.
But you felt the love.
Absolutely.
I hear that all the time.
That's
it makes me so proud. It really does. So we came here to pitch. Are you ready?
Absolutely. Let's do it.
Let's go.
All right. Each year, nearly 900,000 Americans die from preventable diseases such as heart disease, cancer, chronic lower respiratory disease, and stroke. Yet, a study done by the Cleveland Clinic says that approximately 40% of those deaths are preventable. And in studies done by other accredited publications such as the Harvard Health Letter and the Mayo Clinic, says that your food predicts your mood. Diet and exercise not only can help in the fight against preventable diseases, but it also helps with issues such as anxiety and fatigue. Sea Moss Boss provides 100% organic and wild-crafted sea moss to the metro Seattle area, as well as the continental United States, via nationwide shipping. All of our products are vegan. All of our products are healthy, vegan alternatives to the processed plant-based goods that you find in local big box brands and conventional grocery chains. Sea moss contains 92 of the 102 vitamins and minerals that the human body is comprised of. And by implementing sea moss into your daily diet, it can assist in thyroid health, proper gut function, weight loss, and also boost your immune system. Sea Moss Boss has grown tremendously over the past year. And since its inception in 2021, thanks to Seattle's infinitely expanding tech community, as well as young, health-focused families, Sea Moss Boss has grossed about $15,000 in online sales, as well as about $21,000 in direct sales. By leveraging our current customer base, which consists of approximately 60% returning customers, we've implemented a simple yet scalable sales strategy we like to call the 300, which is 100% brand consistency paired with 100% organic produce and complemented by 100% consumer-focused interaction. By implementing this strategy, we are able to produce 1 new customer per 6 returning customers, with the 30% retaining, retaining 30% of each new customers. Although we're living in a digital age where the digital marketplace is undoubtedly continuing to grow and thrive, it seems that digital advertisement and word of mouth is the best source of promotion and advertisement. What separates Sea Moss Boss from the others, and yes, there are others, Sea Moss Boss only serves its clients 100% organic and wild-crafted sea moss with no artificial flavors, no preservatives, and always sugar-free. And why are we so big on being sugar-free? Well, according to the CDC, residents of Washington State between the ages of 18 and 44 account for 2.5% of all diabetes cases in the United States, with the national rate only being 3.5%. We're asking for a $150,000 investment to allocate between fixed and variable costs to open a small Sea Moss Boss storefront, as well as a custom Sea Moss Boss mobile that will be multifunctionally used as a delivery vehicle as we expand regionally in grocers and retails, as well as it will act as a mobile storefront as we interact with our community through pop-up shops, farmers markets, and other venues. An investment in Sea Moss Boss is a direct investment in yourself, your community, your family members, and your loved ones. Thank you.
Woo! Yes! Oh my goodness, that was amazing.
Thank you.
How are you feeling right now?
I feel amazing.
Yeah, that was awesome. Oh my goodness. So people, remember, Sea Moss Boss in the house.
Yeah.
We're voting for her. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Have
you
a good
got
day.
this. Thank you.
See you later. All right.
Woo! Yo, I cannot be more excited about this group. Each entrepreneur is absolutely amazing. Next we have up Frederick Brooks, better known as Fed to his friends and family. Frederick Brooks is the owner and operator of Sound Sports Performance Training, LLC. Join me in welcoming Frederick Brooks. Fred, I am so excited to have you here.
Thank you for having me.
So tell us a little bit about who you are. Give us a 30-second summary about your business, and then tell us what's one of the things that you just value the most about participating in the Sharks at the Beach program.
Yeah, my name is Frederick Brooks. I'm the owner of Sound Sports Performance Training, LLC, and we are a premier strength and conditioning facility located in the heart of Snohomish County. We service clients from ages 8 through 80 in any of their fitness needs that they may see fit. And one of the things I've loved about Sharks at the Beach is even though this is a competition to win capital and seed money, we've gained so much more in the value of having these mentors, these coaches, and just learn more about our business and ourselves in general.
We love that. We really do. So it is a pitch competition. You ready to pitch?
Absolutely.
Let's do it. You got it.
So I don't know about y'all, but growing up, I never really thought too much about the month of May. I knew Mother's Day was in May. I knew Memorial Day was in May. But it wasn't really anything that stuck out in my mind. April showers bring May flowers, I guess. But it wasn't until one of the major pillars of my life fell. My mom's health started to decline in May of 1999, and she later passed away 5 months later of a major heart attack at age 44. Fast forward 3 years, I'm a struggling, failing college athlete, no real direction, no real sense of what I needed to do. So I joined and looked and turned to the United States Marine Corps. I honorably served for 10 years from May 2002 through June 2013. And what does any of this have to do with my business? Absolutely everything. I stand before you today a proud, Black-owned, veteran-owned business, health and fitness company. Good evening, Sharks. My name is Frederick Brooks, and I'm the owner of Sound Sports Performance Training, LLC. We are a premier strength and conditioning facility located in the heart of Snohomish County, Washington, at 6812 196th Street Southwest in Linwood. We combine state-of-the-art equipment with industry-specific training to meet the strength, conditioning, and overall health and wellness needs of each of our clients. And we do this through sound practices and adherence to basic exercise principles while developing the pillar components of fitness. Our mission actually is the thing that shapes our unique advantage. During our initial consultations, we go through 4 major pillars or 4 major steps to custom build you a periodized program. And periodization is just a fancy word for a program that encompasses the overall health, wellness, and injury prevention of each individual client. One of the other things about us that's unique is we seek to hire high caliber trainers, those with bachelor's degrees, nationally accredited certifications, and high-level secondary certifications. Every coach needs a team, just like every business needs customers. In this case, our team and our customers are those that are in our community. We have our athletes, our everyday athletes, and our elders. This is our true definition of esprit de corps. And while we understand that not each one of these people are looking to improve their game on the field, the pitch, or the court, we understand that we train each one of them with the core values of discipline, consistency, and obtainable and realistic goal setting. So our athletes are those that are actively competing in some kind of sporting event. We have youth athletes ages 8 through 18 years old, and our masters athletes that range all the way up into their 60s. Our everyday athletes are those that are just looking to improve their life through health and fitness. It might be to look better, to feel better, or to just add something different into their routine. We're here for them also. And our OGs are our elders. This is a near and dear group to my heart because our OG hour, which is only golden, services our most precious community members that are 65 and older. We work on things like activities of daily living, balance, coordination, staving off onset issues that may happen as we get older. So how are we actually getting our customers? We've done the market research, customer interviews, and plenty of community events, and we found out that there is a real need for us in this community. Recreational sports are on the rise. People are starting to realize that, hey, coming out of this pandemic, I'm not nearly as in shape as I used to be, and so there is a much needed for us. We're reaching our customers through social media, our website. We have a 1,700 brick and mortar facility with a building sign and pylon, and we've printed pretty much everything that you can think of, from A-boards to business cards. But referrals are our biggest draw to people, and this year we are looking to do some more public speaking. So our price structure, once we get them in the door, this is where we generate our revenue. We generate it through 2 different means. We have apparel, and our drip is fire. I ain't gonna lie, our drip is fire. We've done everything from beanies to backpacks to joggers. You name it, we've probably put our logo on it. And then our next thing is we get our revenue through our personal training services. Our OG hour and our students have a different price, and our veterans are also elicit that 20% discount. We've been in business since 2016, but we've steadily grown year over year, making a profit. This year alone, we've already hit $43,000 in revenue, and we're going to top well over $150,000 this year for revenue. Our ask is small. We just ask that you have some referrals, send them our way, high quality candidates, and be a part of the success story. But if we really had to ask, we're looking for a salary of $25,000, money for advertising, equipment, and bookkeeping. Salesforce Performance is a place to heal, build, and grow together. Thank you.
My goodness, that was amazing. Wow, guys. He talking my language when he said, that was amazing. That was awesome. You guys just heard it here. Frederick Brooks, Sound Sports Performance and Training. Thank you, Fed.
Thank you.
Thank you. Wow. Woo. That was good. That was amazing. Y'all, it just keeps getting better and better. Next, we have Jamila Nance with Emphasis Socks. Join me in welcoming Jamila Nance.
Good. How you?
How you doing?
How you doing? No, I'm good. We good.
We are good, y'all. So we're gonna have you introduce yourself. Tell us who you are. Tell us about your business, and then tell us what is one thing that you'd like to share that was a value add related to participating in Sharks at the Beach.
Okay. Hi, I'm Jamila Nance. I'm from New Orleans, Louisiana. Jazz, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So as far as the program goes, man, it was amazing. It's nonstop information. I said earlier, my head got a little fatter with all this knowledge. But yeah, it's just been amazing having the opportunity now to actually be face to face with some of the entrepreneurs. This is beautiful.
Tell us about your business.
My business is socks and teenagers.
You heard it here, folks. We came to pitch. You ready?
Yes, I am.
All right, let's do it.
Hello, my name is Jamila Nance, owner of Socks. Uncommon footwear for those who like outside the box. Let's look at the logo for a second. We have a whole note here. A whole note represents our holistic approach of where we're going to educate these young people. There's 2 dots on both sides. That's a repeat sign. That means we're going to do this over and over again, year after year. The sock at the very top. In music, that's considered a sforzando. In this case, emphasis sock. That emphasis is our teenagers, our young people, the people we're going to educate. Let's take a mental photo of this picture right here with these young people. We'll be back to that. Something about us. Well, we're a Seattle home-based business. We are very proud to produce quality socks that are in emphasis to your attire. Also, we've created over 40 different original contemporary designs that comes in various color combinations that will enhance whatever it is you wear. Whether sports, casual, or dress attire, Emphasis Socks has what your attire begs for. Remember, uncommon footwear for those who like to step outside the box. Again, comfortability, durability, and style, all in one pair of socks that support entrepreneurial training for young people. I had a question earlier. I like Adidas, yes. I asked them a question, I'm like, teach young people about the industry? I don't think so. So therefore, we're entrepreneurs, but we're also educators. So we're going to educate young people, moving them forward long term. The hands-on education and training program that will teach self-reliance, business, of course, being an entrepreneur, and becoming a productive contributor in our community and society. In the meantime of solving that problem, we figured we'd stop and solve a couple of smaller problems, athlete's foot, so forth and so on. And these are our solutions. We have moisture wicking, air ventilation, compression for your arch. Aha, here's another one of those young people, a creative mind at work. So when we have our physical space, it will be a space available for creativity. Of course, again, business skills. And then also they have the opportunity to create something, go from paper to clothing or socks, whatever. So they see their artwork being worn. As they produce, they actually also create an income for themselves. This is the industry I'm talking about, socks. This is a multi-billion-dollar industry that's projected to year 2027 to reach $63 billion. So I can definitely see a space in there for a startup. that will do quite well financially. Advertising, social media. If you're not using social media, you're not letting anybody know where you are. So that and networking, our personal network. I'm a musician. I've been in a few countries and around the States. So I know a decent number of people. So that's some of my advertisement, as well as my family, of course. How would you like to see, as a parent, your son or daughter have a sock? Ooh.
Thank you so much.
It didn't work? You want this one back or leave it?
You can go back 2 slides. We had a little bit of cutting in and out, so go ahead.
Oh,
You
okay.
can repeat. Thank you.
Okay. Right there?
Perfect.
Okay. Go. Okay. This is the industry that we're going to introduce our youth to, socks. As you can see, this is a multi-billion-dollar industry, projected to reach $63 billion by the year 2027. So I can definitely see room for for a small business or a startup to do well financially. Marketing and advertising, social media. You got to use social media. You're not using social media, you're not letting anybody know where you are. Athletic directors of high schools. I've already met with some athletic directors, have more on my list. Some of them are interested in purchasing my socks for their teams, their high school teams. And then in turn, if you go to a high school website, and there's a link on there called the gear link, meaning you can buy like their t-shirts or whatever. No socks. That's where Emphasis Socks comes in. We're going to fill that void. Also, as a parent, I'm pretty sure you feel pretty proud of your son or daughter to see their socks in Nordstrom's or their socks in Dick's or Big Five. So I have connections there, and that's where we're going to move our inventory to. Emphasis Socks cost and revenue. So we're projecting selling 500 pairs per month in 2023, which will be $100,000 in sales. Net will be $66,000. And the next year, figure we go 2 times that, right? A couple of years down the road, next thing you know, we're selling 3,000 pairs. So you took in over $600,000 in sales, which will profit us $375,000. So our ask is $30,000 for us to create an inventory that we will use to sell so we can raise the funds to get that physical space so our kids can flourish. As you can look at my pie chart here, it represents the sales market. The sales market in this billion-dollar industry is 55% casual socks, and the other percentages as well. Excuse me. So as we said, my ask is $30,000. Thank you very much.
Wow, good job. Emphasis Socks in the house. That was amazing. Wow, I am so impressed with you. Guys, they did so much during this program. So I'm just grateful. You heard it right here. Emphasis Socks. You got this.
No. All right.
It's on.
Thank you.
Thank you. Wow. I don't know if I can take it anymore, but there's so much more to go. So we're going to go to our next entrepreneur, and her name is Jamila Wassenpan. With a new... Right here with us, Jamila Wassenpan, with a new U electrolysis and advanced aesthetics. Another product that I could use on a regular basis. So I'm super excited about this business, y'all. So tell us who you are, tell us a little bit about your business, and then tell us one thing that you'd like to share with others that was just a big value add to you as it relates to participating in Sharks at the Beach.
My name is Jamila Wassenpan, and I'm the owner and solo practitioner at A New You Electrolysis and Advanced Aesthetics. And I came into this business as a client and then morphed into a practitioner because everybody got something that they want to change about the way they look. And so having Sharks at the Beach here to really help me be structured and grow with the things that I'm not good at, which is the business side. So that really helped me be able to increase that. And then the support has just been amazing because it's still a pandemic and we're still dealing with a whole lot of stuff, and it's been amazing support here. So I'm thankful and grateful for the Sharks for that. Thank you.
This really is a family. And it's also a competition, so you ready to pitch?
I am.
All right, let's do it.
All righty. Hello. as mentioned before, my name is Jamila Wassenpan, and I got into this beauty industry a whole lot earlier than I thought. My parents named me Jamila, which means beautiful in Arabic. So kind of bestowed upon me what I was going to do for who knew this part of life. And I got into electrolysis when I wanted to get my brows done, and my mom said, you'll thank me later, and I did, because when I was about 19 or 20, I started growing male pattern hair on my face, and nobody wants to wake up with a beard when you're a girl. So back to the office I went to have them clean up the rest of my hairs, and then the niche for me was born when I wanted to get another job and started doing training. And at that opportunity, I was able to continue on with more education and go on ahead and get my master esthetician license. So after 21 years of working with Nordstrom in corporate accounting, I have a PhD in customer service. So my customers are always well taken care of, and that definitely has turned into loyal customers, because I can solve the problems that they have with the unwanted facial hair that they've got, whether it's a woman with PCOS or Hirsutism, which is extended hair growth. It means that we'll actually be able to remove that hair for life. It's not one and done, like a tattoo. It does take time, so you will know me for a year or 5, depending on how many hairs you have. Just like if you're going to lose a lot of weight, you need to go to the gym a whole lot more frequently. So having the opportunity to be able to already have an established business since 2009 with electrolysis, I saw the need for being able to help and aid the skin, because I already solved one problem with the hair, and now we have the other problem with the skin. But the other thing we don't know about is our hormones are all connected to all of our hair, so on our face or on our head. So being able to add hair rejuvenation to help solve the loss problem. And then hyperpigmentation is a very common thing for women with people with highly pigmented skin, and that's an inflammation reaction. And so being able to soothe that and then resolve it with time through chemical peels or microneedling is one of the things that we really want to do. It also aids in wrinkles, sagging skin, stretch marks, and revisions of scars. So my niche markets are Black women. I'm one, and I'm also a woman over 30. So all of the things that I practice, I've already had done on myself. And I've been a lifelong ally for the LGBT community, and I'm here to support and create a safe environment for everyone that walks through my space in a soulful vibe kind of way, versus the meta spas that are very cookie cutter and you might not see somebody that looks like you. So with the resolutions that I'm able to bring to them, we've got a transgender male to female who has gone through the process and probably used electrolysis to finish it up, but also used laser because the two can work together in tandem. The second one down below, you can see the difference. In just 3 months, that woman's individual skin has cleared on her chin from where it was to where it is now in just 3 months. And that's the skin healing, because you're no longer traumatizing the skin from the hair. So these treatments are also after 4 treatments for the hair that really actually do regrow that hair back. It's a hair serum that has human growth factors in it that also has a second serum that's for skin care. And the micro channeling is a different device that actually gives you no downtime. You can go back to work after lunch if you want to, instead of having to have a facial or a plastic surgery that, gets the little oomph, because we may not crack, but we do sag, and having that loss of collagen in our skin makes a big difference. So we've got all different ages that can be having this as an option, and then we're able to actually help regenerate the collagen tissue in stretch marks and for scars. So my referral network has been word of mouth exclusively, and it's worked. You get results because somebody showed you and told you that that's what they did. So with electrolysis, we're able to come in and at $115 at my average cost for the hour right now. For 50 clients, I'm making about $5,000, a little over $5,000. Well, with my added service, since I'm taking away the hair that they don't want, and I'm replenishing their skin with the things that they do, a little oomph, a little less of the other pigmentations that they don't necessarily want, that service is able to come in at a $350 service for actually only 30 minutes of time. So my capital for investments is what I'm looking for the most, and that is to be able to buy the advanced aesthetics equipment that I need. A hydrofacial machine is $30,000, but it comes with a guaranteed network that the price must be $200. So with a combination of those items for the hydrofacial machine and then the upgrade of the ProCell device for micro channeling, that would be a $50,000 investment, and it would be 50 clients for $45,000 for those 45 services. So I look forward to saving or helping my community. Thank you very much.
Oh, yeah, come on back, because we got to give you an appropriate closeout, y'all. You just heard Jamila Wassenpan with A New You Electrolysis and Advanced Aesthetics. You were amazing. Thank you so much. More to come.
Yes.
Thank you. Y'all, when you have a business that you can use, I get really excited. All of these businesses are businesses that are going to bring true value. The next couple, sisters, that I'm bringing up is Amen and Mercy Farah, and their company is called Be You. So join me in welcoming Amen and Mercy Farah. So ladies, first of all, let me just say welcome and thank you for joining us today. Tell us a little bit about who you are, and then tell us about your business, what you do, the 30-second executive summary version, and then tell us one thing that you would say was most valuable to you about participating in Sharks at the Beach.
All right, my name is Amin and this is Mercy. We are originally from Ethiopia and we live in South Seattle, and our business is childcare and transportation services for families in need. And one thing that we took away from Urban Impact and Sharks at the Beach is that we learned that we're not alone, whether we're starting a new business or we have an existing business. We're not alone. We have a lot of supporters with us, in that we learn how to build our confidence.
Did y'all hear that? They're not alone. But right now, I'm gonna have to leave y'all alone because this is a pitch competition. Y'all ready?
Yeah, I think so.
Let's go.
All right. All right, my name is Amen and this is Mercy. Our business is affordable childcare and transportation services for family in need, and it's called Be You. The reason we chose B is because we believe that B represents freedom that children will have in our center. And our history background, as we mentioned earlier, we came from East Africa, Ethiopia, and we believe in an expression that says it takes the whole village to raise a child. And we came from a collectivist culture, and we wanted to bring that into the American culture. All right, so our mission is to create services that best fit families' budget and their schedules and expectations. And we envision providing childcare and transportation services to families in need who cannot afford to send their kids to other organizations. So our goal is making sure families are able to bring their kids to our site, knowing that their children are at the safe and comfortable hands.
The problem is daycare and transportation is expensive, and work schedule conflicts with their kids' daycare time, and some families may not have a car to drive their kids to the daycare, and plus and also a convenient location. So the solution.
And what we believe the solution is providing available service, transportation, and childcare is very essential, especially at this time because it's being opened up since the COVID lockdown. And transportation is also essential that parents they don't have to struggle where to send their kids if these services are already available.
Customer and marketing research will be families with kids, transportation service organizations, and different organizations. So there is also one existing transportation organization called Hopscape we're both doing right now, and we're planning to partner with them. And our potential customer will hear about business through social media, Facebook, Instagram. Plus we'll have a business card distributed to community center and churches.
All right, our things, as she mentioned, we are currently working at Hopskip Drive. That's a transportation service. And we do have families who are involved in this business. Since it is a family business, my mom works. She has several years of experience working with kids, so she will be taking care of kids at our sites also. And my dad worked at transportation services, and our husbands are media people, so they work in the media, they graphics people, and also help us do marketing. And our youngest sister is great with accounting and payroll, so we are fully staffed, so we don't need anybody to hire from outside. And other strengths that we mentioned here, we speak, as you can tell, English is not our first or second language. We are still learning it as our third language, and we believe that will help other non-English speakers at our sites. And we are currently working with kids at the church. And revenues and product details. We have 3 revenue or source of income or stream, and we do have monthly payments from childcare and transportation, as well as event space rental on the weekends. So these are our costs. It depends. We need to start this business. We need $30,000 to $40,000. As of right now, we haven't made a decision whether we're starting it in south or north. The location has not been determined yet, but this is the cost that we take care as people who are starting a new business. So we have about $20,000 saved up specifically for this business, and looking for support with $20,000 for space and childcare equipment as well. And we are actively seeking for support for ideas, and business plan supports, and resources and equipment. So we really want to say thank you to take your time in listening to us and for considerations.
Yes, yes, yes. Oh my God, that was so good. Ladies, that was amazing. Okay, so thank you first of all for sharing. To be doing this as a family, how amazing is that?
Beautiful.
Yeah, it is beautiful, y'all. You just heard it here. Mercy and Eamon Farah with Be You. Thank you, ladies.
Thank you.
More to come.
All right.
Thank you. Y'all, I can't hardly stand how amazing these entrepreneurs are, but it just keeps getting more and more awesome. So we got Najee Lad Ali with Fly Above Athletics. Join me in welcoming Najee. Najee in the house. Najee, tell us a little bit about who you are. I'm going to have you step back a little bit. You're a little tall, all running off the screen. Najee, tell us who you are. Tell us about your business, that quick little 30-second, overview. And then tell us just one thing that was most valuable for you about participating in the Sharks at the Beach.
Well, Fly Above is about infusing the spiritual into the health, fitness, and sports. And one thing that I learned from Sharks at the Beach is how to pay attention to the details with numbers. You can't run a business if you don't know the numbers. So,
check your mic.
Please check your mic is on.
Yeah.
To see if
you guys good?
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Come on, give it up to Najee.
Give it up again, y'all. Thank you for stopping us in this little intro. We can do that part over. Go ahead. We can cut this up. Go back over there. Get on there. We're doing this up. I'm doing this for clips, y'all. I need my clips. So, once again, I am so excited about the next entrepreneur. His name is Najee Lad Ali, and his company is called Fly Above Athletics. Join me in welcoming Najee Lad Ali. Najee, I'm so excited to have you here. So tell us a little bit, this is the 30-second intro. Tell us a little bit about who you are, the name of your company, what does your company do, and then what is one thing you would share that you've really gotten value add out of participating in Sharks at the Beach?
Well, my name is Najee Lad Ali, and I'm the owner of Fly Above Athletics. And Fly Above is about infusing the spiritual component with health, fitness, and sports. A few things I got out of Sharks at the Beach. One thing is I learned how to work with numbers. That was a fear that I had, and I feel that's a fear that a lot of black entrepreneurs have. We can create things, but we have problems with creating systems. And that was one thing that I was able to learn and sharpen up.
Ooh, I love that. Well, okay, you said it was community, it was family. We did a lot of great things together. Right now, you came to pitch.
Yes.
You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right, let's go.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Najee Lad Ali, owner and lead trainer of Fly Above Athletics. I'm a South Seattle native, born and raised right down the street on Henderson. Went to Rainier Beach High School, Washington State University, and I also got my master's from City University. So I guess you can say I'm Seattle all the way. Let's talk about the Fly Above mission. Fly Above is about activating the mind, body, and the spirit. It's about teaching people that God comes from within, and the spiritualness and praying and connecting with God is not external. Many of you might think, why Fly Above? Well, let's start with my daughter, Zuri. Zuri was born in 2019 on August 8th. She taught me how to get through pain. She taught me how to persevere. She taught me how to grow. She taught me how to have integrity. And she taught me how to get through hard times. My second inspiration is my grandfather, Gary Ladd, right on the bottom left. He was on a lifetime scholarship at Seattle University, was drafted to Seattle Supersonics with Dr. J, and also owned a barber shop right on Union in the Central District. My third motivation is my sister, Samari Ali. In June 8th, to be exact, around the time of my birthday, last year, she was shot in a drive-by shooting on the street that I grew up on Henderson. The bullet hole went through her side and went through her spine. And then I took it upon myself and responsibility to take care of my sister in the hospital. I never thought I would be learning how to clean a bullet hole wound and have to sit there and help her walk and do other things. Spiritual leadership is something I take very serious. I've always been an advocate of spiritual leadership through education and through sports. And I want to keep that consciousness going with sports and fitness. CJ Ellerbee, a local kid from South Seattle, went to Cleveland High School, also went to Washington State University, my alma mater, now playing for the Portland Trailblazers, is a kid that I've helped coming up since he was 16. Now I'm also helping him with his own foundation. Community impact. I have connections with Nurture Roots Farm, a black-owned farm on Beacon Hill, and I also provide free workouts twice a week at my gym in downtown Seattle, and we do programs with my brother's teacher, and we partner with the Marvin Thomas Foundation and more. Numbers today. We have 4 streams. Number one, clients. We bring in $9,000 a month. Products, $860 a month. Trainers, $400 a month. And I just hired my first trainer, Keywan Miller, who also went to my high school, because I want to give back to young guys like me. Community, we have $1,000 a month. With clients, we have Elite, which is 6-figure clients, Advanced, which is high-level talent clients, college, in high school, and we have standard clients. Merch, we have bands, CBD cream, and apparel as well. Annually, we're bringing in $120,000 in 1 year. Visual today. This is the gym that I have today down in Soto through my partnership with Donald Watts. It might not look like much, but I'm doing the best I can with what I have, and I appreciate what I have. The future. We have 5 booths. Location, $55,000. Products, $10,000. Equipment, $20,000. Community, $10,000. And branding, $5,000. Investment, $100,000. With a new larger space, we will receive more clients. Retail, increase sales because we have a storefront right on Union Street at Midtown, the same street my grandfather had his barbershop. Health components such as cryotherapy, massage, and more. With that, we'll have new equipment. And we really need new equipment, so we really would appreciate that. Nonprofit collaborations, because we'll be right in the center of the community. And we also have instructor rental spaces so people can rent out spaces on Peerspace. Future gym, new components, more capacity, space rentals, retail space, no problem. Better yet, you'll see us on Union. Like I said, on the street, my grandfather had his barbershop. Annually, we're bringing double, $250,000. So as my daughter would say, are you ready to fly above with my dad? But the power is in you, God is inside of you, and you can do anything you want to. Thank you.
That was so good. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, that was so amazing. Y'all heard it right here. Fly Above Athletics, Najee Ladd. Ali.
Thank you. Appreciate
Thank you. That was amazing. Wow. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you. Woo! Y'all, first of all, do you love the Sharks? Let me give a little round of applause to John Chin. John Chin was the one who's doing all of our electronics. We got us looking like we're swimming with the Sharks, right? We do have another shark that's coming up, and our Sharks are the entrepreneurs. Our next entrepreneur is online. We actually have Nicole Franklin and Calvin Rivers, and their company is called Enhanced Interactions. Join us in welcoming Nicole Franklin and Calvin Rivers. All right, hey y'all, how you doing?
Hey, how's it going?
Good. So we got some virtual presenters here. Now, the one thing I can tell you is that Steve Burry, who is our executive director here at Urban Impact, he really loves the fact that this is a community event, right? We bring people from the community here for this live event. But when you express some concerns about COVID, we actually made an exception for you to actually be able to do this from there. And once again, there's some heart in that. So I just wanted to say, what are your thoughts about that? Like, you had some thoughts about, this organization, and so tell us who you are. Tell us about Sharks at the Beach and what experience you've had. Anything you'd like to share?
Yeah, well, I'm Nicole Franklin, and this is
Calvin Rivers.
And we're the pair in Enhanced Interactions, providing pro-equity, anti-racism consulting and coaching, and really trying to seed pro-equity ability so that we can eradicate racism starting here at home. I'm also a Seattle native, Franklin High School Quaker, and I'm excited to be in community with these wonderful entrepreneurs, which is what we're thankful for the Sharks at the Beach for. It's been a great experience. We're still learning. I think the one thing that we've taken away is several things, the Canvas strategy, but just things that we can leverage to do more, to grow more, to be more impactful. And that's really important. And I will also echo just the community, the family, the love, the support has been something that I wasn't expecting, and it's been wonderful. So thank you.
I love it. I love it. I love it. So we are here for a pitch competition. Are y'all ready to do this thing? Calvin, I'm going to lean back a little bit. It seems like you're leaning forward and you're disappearing a little bit. Lean back, maybe.
Scoot forward.
There you go. I think that's better. Yeah, I think you need to keep your back to the chair. You're kind of disappearing. Awesome. So you guys ready to do this thing? All right. The pitch is yours.
I'm sorry. I'm trying to share my screen.
Let me just say one last thing as you pull up your presentation. What I love about this, and what I love about this opportunity is that Enhanced Interactions is an organization that decided they want to change the world just like every other organization that's here. So I think we're ready now to get this thing started. You ready?
Ready.
All right, you got it.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Welcome, everyone. We're Enhanced Interactions. I'm Nicole Franklin.
And I am Calvin Rivers. Enhanced Interactions is a successful consultancy that specializes in pro-equity, anti-racism, organizational development, and coaching. Our vision is a world without racism and other systems of oppression. Only through the realization of this vision, our humanity will reach its highest potential and all can thrive. This is the social impact our work sees, a world without racism.
Our ideal customer has the desire and commitment to drive racial justice and equity for all through their action. Our customers know what they need to do: identify, describe, dismantle racism. They often grapple with how to drive pro-equity, anti-racism actions and outcomes. Our unique advantage is we provide successful approaches that are customizable to increase anti-racism ability and effectiveness. We deliver beyond the what, beyond the training and awareness, and we provide the how, the ability to move the needle. Pro-equity, anti-racism pair is the social impact we seed with our customers to eliminate racism and other systems of oppression. These are a subset of the clients we serve. Our current services focus on organizations and their leaders, and to eradicate racism, we seed pair ability.
Our lived experience propelled us into the negative effects of systems of oppression, personally and professionally. This provided us more time than most people to evolve our thinking around oppression. At Enhanced Interactions, Our authenticity is grounded in love. Our purpose is to drive pair results. This is our business, our passion. It is our purpose. Over the past year, we have turned away over 50 potential customers, individuals who had asked us for personal pair development. These individuals contacted us from organizations we serve through word of mouth and our website. We stopped and asked ourselves what we can do, and we asked our customers what are their needs.
Individuals need knowledge, skills, and abilities to increase their effectiveness in advancing pair work and outcomes. Here's a quote from a leader we've worked with. I'm committed to leading an anti-racist organization, but I need to understand how to show up as a white ally. Another quote from a customer, how do I maintain mental health as a BIPOC change agent leading anti-racism work? We are acting on this opportunity to provide increased social impact through our newest products via our untapped market of individuals. In 2021, a need for increased pair impact presented an opportunity. In 2022, we evaluated how to build capacity to add value. We're excited to share with you today the opportunity to invest in us, our purpose, and the social impact of driving pair results. Our new product will sustain business growth and increase our social impact in 2023 and beyond.
Enhanced Interactions Peer Foundation Package is an ideal entry point for individuals. Of the products we have in our backlog, this one provides the most profitability. There's an amazing value for the customer in what's included in our foundation packages. Customers will gain skills and grow their abilities. But let me tell you about the financial opportunity for this package. To break even on our total monthly expenses, we only need to sell 4 Sprout seeds.
This chart here communicates the entire cost of our business, seen with the growth and profit from just this one product. Selling 10 Sprout packages a month will gross $179K and profit $100K. And in our second year, selling 20 packages a month will profit $175K. At our modest estimates, over the next 3 years, we'll impact over 800 individuals, seeding pair ability. And how many will they impact? This is a good return on investment from both the financial and impact perspective. The question now is, how are we going to get this to our customers?
On the left, you can see what we are doing now. On the right is what we have planned to bring intentionality to our marketing, to include the development of a corporate strategy centering around professional development budgets.
To launch, our operational needs are procuring a learning platform system, marketing strategy and implementation, building team capacity to assist with product development and delivery. There are 7 pillars to our work. We don't have time to break them down right now, but we want you to understand in each of these pillars, we'll be able to create multiple packages and programs. We have years of product and growth. We're asking for $50,000 to cover our first year of growth, a year that will include a profitable launch of a pair foundation product and development of additional products. We're asking for $5K for the learning platform, $13 for the marketing and strategy implementation, and $32 to grow our capacity. Together and with your support, we can eradicate racism. And I want to thank you for your time and invite folks in the audience to connect with us. And if you have any questions or opportunities to co-create a world without racism and systems of oppression. Thank you kindly.
Thank you very much.
Woo, yes. Wow. Y'all, that was amazing. I love it. Excellent, excellent. You heard it right here. Nicole Franklin and Calvin Rivers with Enhanced Interactions. All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Whew, I don't know about y'all, but this has been an amazing night, yes? Oh my goodness. And we have 3 more entrepreneurs. So let me just keep it moving and introduce the next amazing entrepreneur. We have Miss Olivia Quarles with Coing. Join me in welcoming Olivia. The queen is in the house.
Hello.
You heard it right here. Miss Olivia.
Yes.
Introduce, you're so beautiful.
Thank you.
You should walk in here all royal, queen. So
I made this. Shout out.
Go ahead and turn around and let us see what you got. Oh, y'all didn't see the yellow shoes.
Shout out to Kiara too, because she helped me.
All right, well there you go. Queen, tell us again who you are. Tell us a little bit about your business, that 30-second executive summary.
Okay.
And then what is one thing you'd like to share about your experience with Sharks at the Beach?
Okay. Well, Queen stands for Queen and King together. Queen embodies the male and the female, but we lift up the masculine women, and we name our clothing after queens who are also warriors. And the clothing that is not named after the queens who are warriors is named in Swahili.
All right, wow.
And what I like about being on Sharks at the Beach, I really like the attention to detail that my coach paid to us. She had us ready every week for every topic and every session, and she worked with me down to the wire, even at 8:30 this morning, you know. So shout out to my coach, Tiara.
Yes. Y'all hear a theme about Sharks at the Beach? You hear the community, you hear the connection, you hear the love. That's what this organization is all about. Urban Impact is about truly changing the status quo. And we're going to do it one entrepreneur, one business at a time. You ready to pitch, girl?
I'm ready as ever.
All right, let's go. Let's do it.
Hello, everyone. Like we stated earlier, my name is Olivia Quarles, and this is my business, Queen. And we question everything that seems impossible. As you see here, she's looking a little tight. And I say that because look at her clothes. They're extremely tight. She can't shop in the men's section or the women's section. And what do you see when you look at this individual? Big and tall. That's the section that she shopped in, and someone should have helped her. And she shopped in the men's section. As you can see, her clothing is way too loose. And here, the first thing I think when I see Brittany Griner is dapper, fresh, and tailored to the T. And just like the first two, she didn't get a chance to shop in either section either. Because why? There's no section for us. And when I say us, I mean queens. Looking at Walmart, Amazon, Target, these are they call them alternative solutions when they have the same options. And then we go to Shein and Pretty Little Things, which, you know, they make clothing that looks different, but it has no cultural background. It has no, it all looks the same, really. And as you look at this graph, it's too tight. That brings us to Queen, serving a diverse population. And as you can see, as this individual is walking down the fashion runway, she looks very comfortable. She's in a Queen Amina sweater. And we cater to business casual as well. This individual is in a makara kata, which is a jean button down with authentic kente fabric sewn on there. Which brings us to the history and the culture. This is Queen Amirnaz, aka Queen Candace, Queen of Kush, who was a very powerful queen. She rolled up on 2 elephants, holding her fists in the air against the Roman Empire, with her army screaming, standing behind her. Do you think that they were gonna let these colonizers take over their land? No. What did they do? They retreated in fear. Which brings me to my customers. My customers, they wouldn't retreat in discomfort or anything like that. As you can see, this individual right here in the black is very satisfied and pleased with what he's wearing. Again, we cater to men and women, but we lift up the masculine women and the LGBTQIA+ community. Looking here are my accomplishments with Queen. We were featured as a designer in the Africa Fashion Week Seattle, and in the picture here are some models and photographers. And this other event that you see here is Queen's Tea Time, which is an event that we had lifting up the BIPOC LGBTQIA+ community, touching on pronouns and what it means to be a they, them, which is a queen. We are they, we are them, we are he, we are she. And we appreciate everything that we bring to the table. Since the past 6 months, we have raised $7,000 in capital. We started our first pop-up in November. You can only imagine, our prices range from a 4-time markup to a 10-time markup. So I predict in the next year that we'll be at 14, not even a year, within the next 16 months, we'll be at $14,000. And then after that, after another 6 months, we'll be at, I believe, $22,000, just being safe. Which brings us to our ask. We asked for $40,000, one, to take flight to Tanzania, to hire manufacturers to purchase authentic fabrics, develop marketing strategies, as well as purchase a truck to transport our pop-up market items, tents, tables, so on and so forth. And here we are at the end. Queen, we don't always say remain on, question everything that seems impossible. We add to that, remain unstoppable, because everyone will try to put their limits on you. You never allow anyone to put their limits on you. Sky is not the limit, the universe is. Remain unstoppable, and I am the queen.
Girl, you better kill it. That was amazing.
Thank you.
Did y'all hear what she said? Remain unstoppable. All right, Queen. You heard it here, Olivia Quarles with Queen.
Thank you.
Thank you, Queen. Wow. Y'all, I have a lot of energy, but these people are just, I mean, this has just been so amazing. Can you please give yourselves a round of applause with these amazing entrepreneurs? Come on, give it up. Woo, we got the last two. Last but not least, we have Miss Olivia Wassenpan with Liv's Table, LLC. Can you join me in welcoming Olivia? Oh my goodness. I am so glad to have you here. Wow, y'all. We have Miss Olivia Wassenpan, Liv's Table. Tell us a little bit about your business, that 30-second executive summary, and then tell us just a little bit about sharks. What is one thing that you would share you loved about participating in the Sharks at the Beach program?
So I'm Olivia. I'm the owner of Liv's Table. Liv's Table is a community-based food service organization. We do catering, meal preps, and other e-commerce. And we do all of that so we can give back to our community here in the Seattle area. And my favorite thing about Sharks is the unwavering love and support, not only just from our coaches, but also from our classmates and the people in the community around us.
Do y'all hear the theme? Love and support, community. That's what Sharks at the Beach is all about. So I am so excited to give you a chance to pitch your business. You ready?
Yeah.
All right, let's do it.
Have you ever been made to feel a feeling that rubbed you in such a way you never wanted anyone else to feel that way? On the contrary, have you ever ate food that was so good you made it your life's mission to get anybody who was willing to try it? That's the basis of Liv's Table, creating community through food, one table at a time. I'm Olivia, owner, founder, and head chef of Liv's Table, a community-based food service organization. LIV is an acronym spelled capital L, lowercase I, capital V, and it stands for lessening the I for the larger vision. What does that mean? It's not about me, it's about we. Growing up, my siblings and I dealt with a lot of social and socioeconomic issues. Being from a single-parent household, food insecurity was one that we dealt with a lot. Being on free and reduced lunch meant that we only had food for lunch, and some days we didn't even have that. These little problems manifested these big feelings inside of me, and that combined with homelessness and the feeling of low self-worth gave me two options in life. Follow the footsteps of those before me, or take the road less traveled. I chose the latter, hence the birth of Liv's Table. Being from a big family and having a lot of siblings, I learned to cook at a young age, and I found a passion in feeding people. We take food from all of my different cultures and combine them to make product that leaves you salivating at the mouth by just looking at the pictures. I mean, come on. Organizations like Fair Start helped me hone my skills and become a corporate dining cook. Our operations are catering, meal preps, cookbooks, and other miscellaneous things like sweaters, spices, and merchandise. Catering brings in a revenue of about $2,500 that, depending on the event, ranges from $15 to $30 per person. Meal preps, we have plans that range from $65 to $185 per week, and that brings in about $1,500 in revenue. We just dropped our cookbook that is called Fire in 15 to help those learn how to cook really good tasting meals in 15 minutes. Scan the QR code to purchase one. Some of our clients that we work with are shown on the screen, and we work with people who are community-based organizations and who are led and operated by members of the BIPOC community. Our marketing is social media, of course. We have a big following on Instagram at Liv's Table, Facebook at Liv's Table. You can also visit livstable.com or scan our QR code to make accessing us easier. Word of mouth has also played a big part in how we get our customers. CORE is one of my favorite things to talk about because it is why I do what I do. CORE stands for Community Outreach Engagement. We have a minimum 10% give back promise, which means that we take 10% of our proceeds and give back to those who need it. We have a partnership with Kent Hope, a local women's shelter. We provide hot meals and hygiene kits for them. We also started a free lunch program when COVID first hit so that we could help the families in our community with the things that they normally wouldn't take care of, like lunch. We also have, in all of our years being incorporated, we have given back hot meals and hygiene kits to those who are houseless in the Seattle community, and we have really seen a difference being made there. Our business projections in getting into our own location is we project that we will get $30,000 in revenue our first year, and we hope to double that to $60,000 in the next year. By 2025, we would like to have $100,000 or more in revenue. Our ask is $60,000, and with this, we will continue to help make sure that people do not feel the way that my family felt when I was growing up. We want to get a kitchen space of our own that's fully equipped and make sure our rent and overhead is covered for about 6 months or more. We would like to bring on current volunteers and hire them as part-time staff. We would like to get a work vehicle, restock our core stockpile, and create space for another growing business to enhance their business. We want to say thank you for your time and consideration, and always remember, live intentionally, do something nice for others, and do something nice for yourself. Have a blessed day.
Whoa. Girl, that was so amazing. You did do it. Wow, that was so awesome.
Thank you.
How you feel right now?
Great.
Y'all, you heard it. Olivia Uhashi, Liv's Table, LLC. Wow, that was amazing. Thank you. More to come. Woo. Y'all. Oh, that was so good. We have one entrepreneur left, and then we're going to do the People's Choice Award. So get your phones out, get ready to text. Our judges are going to leave the room. They're going to go deliberate and come back with our finalists. So get your phones ready. But our next entrepreneur, last but not least, is Miss Yolanda Barton with Revere XR. So join me in welcoming Yolanda Barton. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you, Tracy.
We are so glad to have you. And Yolanda is another entrepreneur who had a very, very special circumstance. And based on the family and the community that exists within Urban Impact, the leadership team made this exception for her not to be here. You can be here in the finals if you make it. But for this particular opportunity, you're there supporting your family. And we're so excited about that. Can you go ahead and just tell us who you are? Tell us about your business, that 30-second executive summary. And then tell us that one thing you shared with me numerous times that you love the most about Urban Impact.
Sure. My name's Yolanda Barton, and I am the founder of Revere XR, a VR/AR company that preserves the history of our music and communities that are at risk of losing their history due to gentrification. I loved Sharks at the Beach for two reasons. My fellow sharks, right? All of us entrepreneurs who are often overwhelmed and have so much to consider on this entrepreneur journey. We had each other and was excited about showing up weekly to support each other and give our feedback. And I'm really grateful for the mentors because they really do invest in you and want to see you do well, and that authenticity goes a long way.
I love it. Boy, do I love you. So we came here to do a pitch. Are you ready? Let us know.
Yes,
So I
I
sharing your
am.
screens, which I love that. And what I really love about what you're doing is I'm a technology girl, so you're actually in this space from a technology perspective. Just let us know whenever you share your screen, we're going to get started. But what I am going to say is the fact that you were able to do this there with your family, it really makes a difference. So it's all about true change. Now, as I mentioned, as soon as she's ready to share her slides, we're going to move forward. But the next thing we're going to do is text your vote. And I'm going to have you all get your phones ready. Here's the number. It's going to be 216-279-8338. 216-279-8338. So this is for our People's Choice Award. And you're going to literally text them in the order that they were identified. This is just a test, by the way. This is not going to go into the finals. It's just a test. Thank you very much, Steve Burry, for letting me know we're not accumulating votes until the finals. This is a test, but we want you to go ahead and test it by texting the number of the individual order of the entrepreneur. So Barbara Sykes was first, so you would text number 1 if you want to vote for her for the People's Choice Award. Text 2 for each of the entrepreneurs that they're here. I don't need to waste any more time, I don't think. Let me know if we're ready to present. Actually, what I really, really wanted to do was give each of you an opportunity to really start texting. Go. I didn't see the numbers going up. So we have Frederick, which would be number 3, Sound Sports Performance and Training. Let's just see if it works, y'all. This is a test. This is what the semifinals is all about. Demiano Austin, CMOS Boss LLC. You're going to text a 2 to that same number. It looks like there's also an option for you to go to digitaljoyengage.com, or are we just texting? We're not telling people to do online. We're just texting. So text. The number, Najee! Did you vote for yourself? Where you at? Did you vote for yourself? It's okay. Everybody, vote. Vote. Let's see some more votes coming in. Let's see. So we have vote for number 4, if you're ready. Number 4 is Fed. Oh, I think we're ready for the next presentation. Y'all, that was called stretching. Did you see me trying to work the room? That's a little love. You ready to do this thing, Yolanda?
I am. Thank you so much.
All right, Revere XR, you got this.
Thank you. I grew up keenly aware of the contributions of rich music history and cultural impact that the musical geniuses in my neighborhood contributed to the world. My community, the Central District of Seattle, gave birth to musicians that shaped music all over the world and launched countless careers of so many musicians across so many genres. And in my adolescent years, I began to see that history fade in my neighborhood vanish before my very eyes. I left for 7 years, and when I returned to my neighborhood, it was gone. I literally mean with no trace. The displacement of people, the loss of connection to community and geographic space, gentrification acts as a bulldozer that just paves over us and erases our history. Not being able to pass this history down to future generations is one of the greatest dilemmas. We have to preserve these memories, and with the emergence of immersive technology, we now can do it. The solution is an XR-enabled experience that reconnects and introduces people to our history. Like I said, my name is Yolanda Barton, and my company, Revere XR, is a virtual and augmented reality company that creates experiences that preserves the history of our music in our communities that are rich with our cultural heritage and our historical significance. So by recreating history in an immersive and simulated environment, we are bringing history to life. And what's the benefit of that? Well, my prototype allows people to put on a headset and experience a historical moment to teleport you into a space where Quincy Jones and Ray Charles played at the same piano. My VR experience recreated the neighborhood I was born in pre-gentrification, and when it rains, the most beautiful art mural reveals the history of the music and the music legacies of the Central District of Seattle, beginning with Jimi Hendrix. Each artist on the mural represents a separate VR experience with room to add more episodic content. I am seeking $100,000 to finish the baseline architect structure and expand it for future content. I have a VR prototype right now, and I'm looking to expand that experience. But what else you can do in this experience? It can teleport you to a VR movie theater where you can view live performances and interviews of historic legacies. You can get a tour of the neighborhood from a 98-year-old storyteller that tells you the history of the landmarks, the community, and the musicians. Now where it's a living history, you can view and visit historic and current Black businesses in the neighborhood like Earl's Barbershop from one of our other sharks. You can experience a live concert in VR and send a notification from your headset to your friends in a different city to meet you in that concert in full avatar form. Revere is creating a limitless lane in the metaverse for stunning education and music experiences, all through the lens of immersive storytelling. Now let's talk about what matters. We're going to diversify the revenue streams of this one experience. So how do we do that? Well, how do we make a scalable business? Let's see. First, there's the traditional app download. We've got 52 million people downloading VR by the month. And we're offering 6 musical legacy experiences and stunning art with endless AR capabilities for $19.99 with future episodic content at $9.99. And we're going to partner with cities. Now we're working with cities that house the largest and richest music history in the nation. Each city will fund $150 to $250K for the preservation of 3 neighborhoods, 3 legacies over the course of 3 years. Now we can preserve Seattle, Atlanta, New Orleans, LA. We're also going to license this for museums. You know who else we're going to license it for too? School districts. School districts have an opportunity to use this history in classroom and in their virtual history education. And if every school district pays $1 per student, we're looking at $200,000 with one client. And that recoups our cost from the first experience. But there are 14,000 public school districts in the U.S. Can we say scalable? We are also going to introduce 100 million users just waiting for a reason to try VR. Make no mistake, I'm using this experience to open up an audience for my people. I can guarantee at least half of you are willing to put a headset on after this pitch. Why me? Because I have been invited into Oculus into their program. They chose me as number 1 on it's an Oculus that based on this experience. I'm here to tell you humanity needs this, the metaverse needs this. My name is Yolanda Barton, and by winning this funding, I will achieve this for us all. Thank you.
My goodness, Yolanda Barton in the house. That was amazing. How you feeling, my sister?
A little nervous.
That was amazing. That was absolutely phenomenal. Wow. Y'all, can you give yourselves a round of applause? That was the last shark in the semifinals for Sharks at the Beach. Yes. Oh, my goodness. Woo. Y'all, that was so amazing. So now is the fun part. So we have 4 judges that we introduced in the beginning. We're going to show them again for you real quick. The judges are going to be dismissed. They've been calculating. Hello, Alyssa. How was that experience for you?
Oh my gosh, it was so amazing. I am so excited, and this is the hardest job I've had in a really long time.
Fun,
Since last year started at the beach.
I love it. I'm having my other 2 judges. Come on up here with me real quick. So bring on Chris. Chris, how was this experience for you?
This is great. This is great. I mean, I think we got some amazing ideas, some amazing people, some passionate people who are very passionate about the community, and I absolutely love that. Absolutely love it.
I love it, Chris. We have 2 more judges that are actually right here in studio, so thank you for calling in. We have, say your name. Calfani Jones from Seattle Credit Union, and say your name, beautiful. Candace Dixon, y'all. So what's happening right now is, give them a round of applause. So they're going to share this mic real quick. So all we want them to tell us is, how was this experience for you? We'll start with you.
Yeah, it's been great. It's nice to see different ideas coming to life, seeing that we are still able to generate our own realities in future.
I love it. I love it. Ms. Candace, you work with businesses all the time, and you said you could not wait to do this. How you feeling right now?
Oh, I feel inspired. I am so excited about the ideas. I am excited about choosing the winners and actually getting checks in people's hands. I am inspired. This has been a great event, Tracy, and I'm so glad to be a part of it. Yeah.
Go get to work, please.
Absolutely.
Thank you, judges. So we're gonna let the judges go do what they do. Thank you all so much. I appreciate you. We're going to be deliberating on Zoom, so you'll have the live people talking with the people virtual. They got their score sheets that they've been doing all along. And what we're going to do is we're going to get to talk a little bit more personal with each of the entrepreneurs. So we're going to start with a couple of things. First of all, this was a 12-week training program. Sharks at the Beach, as you can see, it's a beautiful experience, right? We're swimming with the sharks, but they talked a lot about community. But this is real work. So what they were judged on, what the judges are going to assess each of these pitches on, there's 4 key areas. The first area is the business concept and strategy. Where basically the scoring criteria is we're assessing whether or not they had a concrete problem with specific solutions that will appeal to customers. The business strategy, they're looking at the cost, the pricing, the logistics, the marketing, and all those things, right? Making sure that it's clear and well thought out. And then they want to obviously make sure that the business plan that was described was feasible. Each of these 4 areas, they can earn 0 to 25 points. So it's a total of 100 points. That was the first area, business concept and strategy. The second area that the Sharks are being judged on, assessed on, is community and social impact. We're looking at the business. Will the business have a positive impact in the community? And then would the business realistically succeed in its stated community impact? Again, scoring on a scale of 0 to 25 points. The third area that they're being assessed on is really their presentation. The scoring criteria is, was the presentation well organized? Was it clear? Was there a nice narrative and a story as to why the business is important, how it's feasible in the community, and based on a coherent business model? That's the third business area of criteria that these businesses are being judged at. The last area is professionalism. So they're being assessed with 2 criteria. One, was the presenter excited about their idea, and did they engage the audience? And then was the presenter professional, sincere, and have inspired confidence? Boy, I saw a lot of inspired confidence. These people are changing the world up in here. So we have 4 criteria, 25 points each, and what you're going to hear when the judges come back is a realization of who is moving on to the finals with the cash prizes. Now, what I'm super excited about is we also have completion certificates. So I'm going to invite each of the entrepreneurs back up, and then we're just going to talk to each of them about some of the specific things that you might want to know. So go ahead and put in the chat right now if you're watching us live, and tell us what you want to know from a particular entrepreneur. So I'm going to start with Miss Number 1. We're going to go in the order that you started. Miss Barbara Sykes, give her a round of applause. So y'all, it's not just about this pitch, right? It's not. It's about the program that they've been in. It's been a 12-week program. Ms. Barbara, this is your official certificate of program completion.
Thank you.
How you feeling right now?
I feel fine.
She feels fine. She looks amazing, and she did amazing. So we're going to keep passing out these certificates, and then we're going to actually ask everyone else to come back, and we're going to have a little Q&A with all of the entrepreneurs up here together. It's going to be a beautiful sight. Thank you, Ms. Barbara. Next, we have Demiano Austin. Come on up. Again, she has her certificate of completion.
Ooh, thank you.
How you feeling right now?
I feel it's getting better by the moment.
Better by the moment. She said pitch is over. But what's not over is this community, right? What we're doing with Sharks is it's about building community, making sure you have the right resources, and your business is going to be amazing.
Thank you.
I'm so glad to have you. More to come. I'll bring you back in a second.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Next, we have certificate of program completion.
Thank you.
Thank you, Fed. How you doing?
I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm good.
So thank you. We're going to turn that around real quick. That's our photo.
You told me to smile more.
That's a photo moment. You like that? Fed, how you feeling right now? Seriously.
I'm good. I'm good. I'm blessed with this whole experience, so thank you.
Excellent. I love it. Well, thank you so much. We'll come back with Fed in a second. Next, we have Jamila Nance. I got it right?
Yes, yes, yes.
Jamila Nance, this is your certificate of completion as well. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
We are so glad that we had you in this program.
My pleasure.
Thank you so much. More to come with you?
Yes.
Next, Miss Jamila Wassenpan. Jamila, certificate of program completion. How you feeling right now?
I'm feeling good. Nice to be done.
The first part. I was going to say, you're never really done.
Yes.
Because once you're part of the Urban Impact family, you're always part of the Urban Impact family. We're so glad to have you in the program. Again, we're going to circle everybody back around and have a group conversation here in a second. The sisters, Eamon and Mercy Farah, I have a certificate for each of you. Who's Eamon and who's
Eamon.
Okay, so here's Mercy.
Okay.
Here's Eamon.
All right.
Thank you, ladies. Have you get up in here, take a little virtual photo. Yay! Thank you, ladies. More to come. Okay, Najee Lad Ali. Najee, I love these businesses that are focused on health and wellness. I'm gonna be visiting all of them. Food businesses too, so I'm gonna balance it all out. Najee, your certificate of completion. There we are. Yay! Thank you. Nicole Franklin and Calvin Rivers were virtual, so we're gonna put them back in the stack and they'll get theirs mailed to them. Olivia Quarles, Queen, up in the house. Y'all, I wish there's a way you could see this whole outfit. Come on up in here, girl. Come on up in here. Yellow on the inside. Just show them what you got going on up in here. There you go. The yellow boots. Thank you. Y'all, she's representing. Clothes. Attitude. Queen in the house. Oh, sorry. Your certificate of completion. Thank you. We're bringing everybody back on in a second. Next, we have Olivia Uhashi. Olivia, how you feeling right now, Miss Completion?
Inspired.
She's inspired. Me too. Thank you. More to come. We're bringing everybody back here. 1 second. Yolanda Barton, I got your certificate here with you. She was also virtual for today. And we're going to mail the rest of them to these 3 entrepreneurs. Now, so what we're going to do next is we're going to play a video that you're going to absolutely love. And the video is called The Road to Success. You ready for this, John?
Strength is being able to hold up yourself and others around you.
Passion doesn't feel like a job. It's something you can't stop thinking about no matter what.
Success is being able to enjoy everyday life by doing the things that I choose to do.
Urban Impact's a ministry that's 30 years old, and we were founded on the principles of Christian community development. Urban Impact's mission is to partner with families and communities to break the cycle of social, material, and spiritual poverty. What Urban Impact at the core really looks to provide is opportunities for people to really build on the assets they have within themselves, to be empowered and trained so that they can then support themselves and ultimately give back and grow the community that they're passionate about.
Urban Impact was the host of the Sharks at the Beach competition. We first started out at Seattle Pacific University, studying strategies as well as planning for the business, marketing strategies, financial planning.
I participated in Sharks at the Beach a few years ago. Urban Impact really gave me the confidence and the tools to be able to move forward and compete in business.
Currently, the Sugar Queen Bakery serves the greater Seattle area. I offer custom cupcakes and desserts. I currently love the Queen Bee. It is a moist lemon rosemary cupcake.
Queen Care offers high-quality luxury products, all natural ingredients that are not harmful to your skin. Right now, we provide 5 internships for young people in Southeast Seattle, giving them the opportunities that they need to be able to excel.
I don't want my business to just be about myself. I want it to be a business that serves the community, that represents the community, and represents who I am.
I want to leave a legacy. This is more than just starting a business. I want the young people to take on the roles that I have now.
I I worked with kids and I was teaching them about the food, and they didn't even know that food grew on a farm. They thought it came from a grocery store. Being able to see their smiles when they ate it and tasted it and said it was some of the best food that they had.
Our founder talked about, you hear the statement, you give a man a fish, you feed him for a day, you teach him to fish, you feed him for a lifetime, and everybody gets all excited. And he says that's not enough, because whoever owns the pond controls how much they fish and what they can fish and when they can fish and if they can fish. And Urban Impact believes in really developing that sense of asset and ownership so people can control their own destiny and their own future.
Where am I gonna go? What am I gonna do? Without Urban Impact offering that program, I probably would not be here today.
When I started selling at the station, people were like, oh, you're the sugar queen. And I was like, I guess, yeah, I am the sugar queen. When I was beginning, I didn't know what I was gonna do. I didn't think that my dreams were possible. But with these organizations like Urban Impact and Liberty Road, I now know that I can accomplish much more than my dreams. I can dream big and accomplish them.
Oh my God! Yay! Yes, you're here with the 11 semifinalists for Sharks at the Beach, and we are here. So excited to be here. And we're just gonna have a little Q&A as we crunched up in here on this stage. So guys, each of you just start speaking as loud as you possibly can and just tell us, what is the one thing that you would tell someone who was thinking about Sharks at the Beach but didn't know anything about it? Like, what would you say as an invitation for them to join, and why?
Go on and do it. Just do it. Just jump in and do it.
It's possible.
Do not miss this opportunity.
You're not alone.
Give yourself some structure.
Make yourself uncomfortable and challenge yourself.
That's it.
You got a dream, you can go get it. This is the team to support it.
Don't give up.
Be consistent.
Keep talking, y'all. I'm loving it. Yes.
Bring what you got.
What'd you say?
Bring what you got.
I'll say face fear and keep that feeling that you have, that fear that you have. Face it, carry it with you, and keep on making progress and creating momentum as you move forward with that feeling on your heart, because that's all that's going to do is just catapult you, and that energy is going to come back to you because everything's universal. So just keep faith and just believe in yourself. You know what I mean? That's all you got to do, and keep pushing. Because when things get better, things are going to get hard. So you just got to embrace that.
I love it.
Expanding on what my man Jamila
So make sure I see your
too.
face. Make sure I can see your face. Go that way. Yeah.
Expanding on what Jamila just said. Yeah, bring what you have, because sometimes you might have an idea, a process, a thought, but you don't know how to get it out, and you just need something to bounce it off with other people. So this is the community where they are going to coach you up on the things that you need to do, how to get your product from your mind onto paper and then into the stores or whatever it is that you sell. So just bring what you have and come with that opportunity.
And remember, question everything that seems impossible, even within yourself, okay?
Yeah.
Say it again, girl. Say it. Do a little extra neck roll. When you breathe,
It's impossible, okay? Even within yourself.
Say it again, girl.
Question everything that seems impossible.
And I just wanted to say that take advantage of your resources, and we have really great leaders, mentors, and coaches here that lead us and guide us through the entire process for free. We are beyond grateful for their availability and for their confidence and believe in us. They believed in us and in our dreams, and they've always been here since the start. They are here to support us, and I believe that they're gonna be here whenever we need them. So take advantage of that.
And
I'd like to
and
say-
not by sight. The hardest part of the journey is just to start. So just do it.
I love
And
it.
nurture your
I'd like to-
dreams. Nurture your dreams.
Yeah, I'd like to say persevere, because there's a couple people up here that quit and they came back.
Mm-hmm.
Look at where they are. So allow yourself to be uncomfortable, because after you're uncomfortable, you will be sharper than what you were before that.
I love it. I love it. What were you saying, my dear? I think, Barbara, you were speaking.
I was saying nurture your dreams. So whatever seed that you have within, regardless of what it is, and just nurture it. Make sure you stay surrounded by community, and just continue to water it, to protect it. and surround yourself with good people who's going to help propel you forward.
I love it.
Power
I
is
love
in
it.
you. The power is in you.
I love this view because we're going to be using these as clips. Y'all do know that, right? So, John, just keep it here because I'm not loving the zooms. So, make sure you can see your face. Yeah, I was just going to say positions and make sure you can see your face. So, the next question we're going to ask you guys is lessons learned. Let's go back to the thing that you really, just share some lessons learned from Sharks at the Beach program.
There's no progress without struggle.
Keep going.
Don't procrastinate.
Yes.
Remember your purpose.
Systems and get used to looking at numbers and analyzing numbers.
Write everything down.
Even if you already have started, write it down again.
And then write it down again.
And write it down again.
Well, wait a minute.
If you could, record everything.
Wait a minute. I think you need to share a little bit more about your experience because you have been in business for a while and you said it changed it for you when you got to write things down. Tell us a little bit more about that. Make sure you can see your face.
I've been in business since 2016, but it was a side hustle, and I wasn't really doing much with it until the pandemic made me kind of forced to go in full on myself. And I realized that I was doing a lot of things that the Sharks and the advisors and the mentors were telling me to do. I was already doing those things, but I didn't have any of it written down. So it really made me stop and go humble myself and say, you know what? They're right. I have not written any of these things down. And just like some others have said up here, it made me create those systems to put things in place. And honestly, this is one thing that I don't know about y'all, but God kind of brought people my way. So when we started looking at the target audience and everything, literally I picked up 4 clients in the same target audience that I was looking at. So I don't know if it was divine intervention or what, or just people just saw the sign, but literally you speak it into existence. So just have a positive mindset. And it's going to be a struggle. It's never just a linear process. It's an up and down type of thing this whole time. So.
Well, the Bible says write the vision and make it plain. So
My experience, kind of like Frederick, we have similar experience. We have big talks with our coach, and you know, I started in 2015, and like you said, it was like a hustle, a grind. Like we're just hustling. Like we wasn't really have the business. I didn't have the business account. I didn't have, it was Cash App. It was pay. It was, we were just going. And then now coming here and being around other business owners and watching podcasts and reading books, and now it's like I'm actually in what I've been learning now, and I'm actually around other people that have experience, and I can learn from them. My dad always told me the one who listens is the one who prevails. So I like to speak less and watch and learn more. So yeah, it's just a blessing, and I enjoy the challenge, and I enjoy getting better. So I'm just appreciative of this opportunity with Sharks at the Beach, and yeah, it's all about keeping faith. And it's all about believing in yourself.
Nice.
You gotta see yourself do it. You gotta write it down, and you gotta activate it and use that knowledge and the energy in your mind. Like I said, everything's universal. We're all connected, but it's all on the approach and your intentions behind what you do.
To do things with integrity, and then everything else will fall in how it's supposed to, because you had the right intentions when you moved into it, whether it's business, personal, family. Doesn't matter. It's all the same, and you will have success, and you have to work hard for those successes so you can appreciate it even more.
A lot of integrity right here.
I am so proud of y'all. So now let's talk about community. Right? I heard each of you when I asked you one of your favorite things about Sharks. You mentioned community. You mentioned the partnership. I don't know, how do we get the virtual entrepreneurs into this conversation? Any chance for us to bring them on? 2x2, side by side, or something like that? Give them a chance to speak up.
I'm checking with them. They don't have their cameras on though yet.
Oh, okay. Okay. So they.
Hold on. They both came on. Wait.
Okay, so we can get the cameras. We can get the cameras on. We can pop them in somewhere. And guys, we're doing a little. Hey. So Calvin, you're kind of faded out in the background. We're gonna have the two of y'all on at the same time. You see the community? We love each other, right? So tell us a little bit about community. Those here, let's talk a little bit about community. Can you see us all? Don't we look cute?
Uh-huh.
She's like,
I know one thing. So I know a lot of these entrepreneurs are down in the Seattle area, South Seattle, or somewhere in the Seattle area, and I'm not. My business is in Snohomish County. So it's nice to actually have a couple connections down in the South End with people that do kind of the same things that I do, or people that I can send my clients down this way too. So it's nice to just have a partnership with some people down here in the area, because I don't really get out of Snohomish County very much, but it's nice to know I can call up Jamil, or I can call up Najee, or someone down here and just say, hey, let's go kick it, grab a drink or something like that.
I love it. I love it.
The girls are here too.
Okay.
Okay, virtual. We're gonna ask the
It's
virtual
a family. You got cousins and sisters now.
It is. Okay, virtual. We have Yolanda and we have Calvin. Ladies, gentlemen, tell us a little bit about what this experience really has meant to the two of you. What is one of the things that you would share with someone else who is considering sharks but really wasn't sure if they should do it or not? What would you say to them?
Well, you should always do it. You should always do it. I echo a lot of what folks said. Like, you got to push past the fear, the procrastination. Invest in yourself, invest in the community. I think that's one of the beautiful things about Sharks, is that it's a social thing. It's a social, how are we impacting? It's a social impact thing. That's what really got me interested in participating. But I'll say also, like Fed, we've been doing this for a while, and the ability to actually write down all the stuff that's in my head was amazing. And the coaching around the thoughts that I had helped me frame things up. So, not only to prepare for this pitch, but prepare for future pitches and other things. It's very easy for me to talk to my customers. I know that like the back of my hand. But other pitches, it's different, right? It's a different thing. So, and I know you asked like, what do we feel? But I also want to really jump on the community part. I think it's really important. Like, I'm already like, ooh, I'm gonna buy from this business and that business, not right. Just only like the community for the love and the care, but also like, how do we support each other and are able to do that stuff. So it's been great. It's been great. I'll step back and.
Yeah, I think, to see people of color come together who are entrepreneurs, we're rewriting the narrative. The narrative said that Black people can't come together. We can't own businesses. We can't be able to network. And a lot of other communities, they do that, and they have put forth this myth that we don't. Well, we're rewriting that narrative each and every time that we get on the calls and we're sharing information and we're able to be vulnerable. And, one of the things I like about this program is it really puts the gifts that we've been given on Blacks. It allows us to be able to take our authentic selves, bring those gifts and values that we have as people, and bringing them into products and offerings and services that's going to benefit our communities more than any other organizations out there. Because if we don't do it for ourselves, who's going to do it? And so I'm just so enthusiastic and so excited about being able to now take what we've learned and have that laser focus and being able to bring intentionality to moving forward, the things that you want to achieve in your business, and for us to be able to be role models in our community so that our children can be able to see what it means to be an entrepreneur. Because we've had history of entrepreneurship when we had Black Wall Street. We had it, but they erased it from our history books. But guess what? Now they can when they talk about what a hero looks like, a hero is somebody who's willing to take their authenticity, bring it into a business, and have other people judge that business, and then take that and bring something even better.
I love it. Yolanda, you smiling over there so big, nodding your head. What do you got to say about community? And what would you say to someone who was considering Sharks at the Beach, but really wasn't sure what they should do? What would you say to them? How would you encourage them?
I feel like everybody said all the right things already. Here's what I would say. So if you are, I did a lot of research on accelerators and incubators. I did. And I applied for the ones that I felt like would serve me best. And in the long run, the reason I chose to be a shark is because it was faith-based. Honestly, because I'm under the understanding that it's one thing for me to leap out on faith on an idea, and it's another to be grounded in my purpose and in my connection to God. And so I won't say that'll always lead you to the outcomes that you want maybe initially, but it always leads you to the right
outcome. And so if you surrender your personal life to God, then you should surrender your business life to God too.
Wow.
That's deep.
Okay, let's see this group, John. So we want to come back to this group because I just heard we call that the amen corner in the South. I'm a Southern girl, so when you said faith-based, the choice was made because of that. So y'all, tell me a little bit about what did that mean to you? This is a faith-based organization. How did that impact you? What value did that bring?
For me, that impacted me.
Make sure we can see you. Sorry.
The cheek here.
Not quite.
For me, that impacted me tremendously. My grandfather, before he passed, he was a pastor. The church actually looked just like this, too. That's the funny thing about it. And but God has always been a part of my life. But of course, we all have our stages where we learn certain things and we learn certain truths, and we activate that within our life from our own perspective in terms of self-awareness. So, being a faith-based organization means a lot, especially me being from here. And it's an empowering thing, and I respect it. And so, yeah, that's my spiel.
What's interesting for me is I spent 25 years in corporate America. So 8 years at IBM, 14 years at Disney, 5 years at Microsoft. And I've always been a spiritual person. And so this was the first organization. I came in as the Chief Economic Development Officer for Urban Impact. And it was like, because it was faith-based, I was like, oh my God, you mean I get to bring my faith and my business expertise and help entrepreneurs and change the community and be a part of systems change? Like, where have you been all of my life is what I thought. Like, oh my God, this has been amazing for me, actually being able to contribute, to be able to be a coach, but to be able to be part of this executive leadership team. So I want someone else to tell us a little bit about what this has meant to them from a faith-based perspective.
For me, it's been a different kind of thing because I was confirmed and then we left the church. So it's been that kind of separation, even though I have my own spirituality, and with the mega churches out there nowadays and seeing what they don't give back to community, that really helped me to decide that I wanted to do this because it was the words and the actions aligning. And I see that and I feel that, and I have not felt any kind of way about any of the words that have been said because they're all positive prayers for the growth of our community and us individually and our businesses. So I just really appreciate the openness to accepting all people that were here.
All people, all religions, all whatever. It's just about an added level of activation. Now, I'm also a certified success coach with Success Magazine. And so coming into a space where it's very intentional, right? I heard a lot of you say that things started happening. Things just started to align as you set your intention.
Live intentionally. Come on.
We can't read your shirt because it's green and we're behind the green screen, but it says,
live intentionally.
Tell us a little bit about your life and how you live intentionally.
Well, that's the whole reason why we give back and we do what we do, because we never want others to feel the way that we felt when we were growing up. I mean, it made us who we were. It made us who we are. All of my siblings are great, well-rounded people. My mom is amazing. And so we just make sure that everything we do is intentional, and that's one of the reasons why it was easy for me to choose this, because just like Jamila said, like going to church and then leaving the church was like a weird time. And then knowing that the intentions behind this program are very pure made it easy.
I love it. Any other comments on this topic before I move to a new topic?
I was just gonna say.
Yes.
I picked up the mic and
yeah, she did.
Continue to talk.
Bring the mic closer to you.
Yeah, just as we mentioned earlier, we both came from Ethiopia, and our grandma and my mother taught us how to put God in the center of our life and how to prioritize and all that. And when we moved here, it kind of, the society made us think like education is prioritized and making money and how to value money, but we weren't sure how to like please God with what we have. And coming to Sharks at the Beach and trying to launch this business, we knew this isn't just to make money, but this is our calling to serve our community, to give back to the community that helped us raise, so we can help raise their kids, so we can help make great leaders in the future.
Yeah, she dropped the mic this time.
All heads are nodding. Yeah, everybody's like, yes,
In
yes.
Ethiopia, they got one of the first Bibles, right?
Yeah, they
Yeah.
still have the Ark of the Covenant there too.
They still do.
That's
gotta
where
talk
the
about that.
that's where the garden
Speak up, my sister.
That's
Queens
where
don't, hey,
Your
what is
history
that? Nobody put baby in the corner.
That's when you mentioned on your slide.
Yeah,
I noticed that.
That
Yeah.
Ethiopia is where the Garden of Eden is, the fountain of youth. If anyone didn't know, that is.
Alright. If you didn't know, you better ask somebody. That's what I'm trying to say. So, guys, let's talk a little bit about growth. Let's talk about change. I've heard each of you have had some life-altering experience. Many of you have had life-altering experiences. There's been a lot of people who didn't make it to the end, but you all persevered. Let's talk a little bit about that journey, the persevering. How has that changed you? What would you like to share with someone else? You smiling so big, Queen. What you got to say? What you got to say? I done touched a heart nerve with you. What you got to say about that? Persevering.
I would say it showed me not to give up. And we all say we walk by faith, not by sight. But when it's time for you to do it, that's when the test is really there. You know, being here, like I remember I couldn't join for like 2 weeks, and let's just say I didn't have my presentation done like I was supposed to, you know, because I was doing a whole bunch of other things like fashion shows and everything like that. And then I got to the point where I was like, you know what, I'm not prepared. I think I'm gonna drop out. And then I was like, I'm gonna sleep on it. Man, I tried to go to sleep, but I couldn't sleep. And then I just kept hearing the voice saying, don't give up. If you give up, you're giving up on yourself.
Wow.
And you always tell, you know, my slogan is to question everything that seems impossible. And I was putting limitations on myself. So that was my answer. And I feel like that was the Holy Spirit telling me not to give up and to keep my faith and to keep going, you know? And now I'm here. Happy as ever.
Who else had to persevere, had to get past something?
I tell you what, I took a lot of meetings in the front seat of my car while my kids were at lacrosse practice and cheer practice. And I'm pretty sure half the time y'all saw my screen blurred out because I could only find Wi-Fi at a brewery or something. So if you ever saw me turn my computer off, I took a sip, don't worry about it. But it's all about just making time. So the expression is people will make time for the things that are important is so true. Put your business first, actually put God first, put your business next, and then make time for the things that are important and just keep going through what it is you're going through. So, I mean, and the thing is, just know that there are other people around you that are doing the same thing, that are going through the same struggles, and other people around you that have gone through those things, and they're going to help pull you through those.
I love it. This man right here, you were in the hospital. You had a little allergic reaction, right, recently?
Yeah, actually, I was almost not here. I could have been gone. So,
how many days ago, like literally?
That was last week. The start of last week on Sunday. I'm vegan, right? And I actually cheated and had a piece of this chicken at this Thai spot. And something happened in my throat. My throat closed up pretty much, and I got rushed to the hospital. They had to shove down tubes down my esophagus to open up the airways. I never had an allergic reaction before. So, you know, that right there, but I just kept going. I tried to take a day off, it didn't work, took 2 days off, and then I was back in the gym training people and slowly just gradually kept working at something each and every day. I started off walking around the neighborhood, got back to myself, started off running, and then I lifted a little bit of weight, or I just did a body workout, and I still kept on going with Sharks because, you know, when you go through so much pain in life, all you do is know how to bounce back. All you do is know how to persevere, and you know, I've been through hell the past 4 to 5 years. You know, there's a lot of things that I left out, including representing myself as a lawyer to fight for my daughter in court. So, you know, it's all mental. You know, it's all mental, but at the end of the day, you only got so much time to be here. You know, I had a few near-death experiences, you know what I mean? So you only have so much time to be here, and you know, I think I studied a lot of motivational speakers, and you know, I guess they say there's a lot of ideas in the grave. Which motivational speaker? Les Brown. I used to study him faithfully. Him and a couple other people, and Zig Ziglar. So, you know, you just got to keep on pushing. You know, you never know when you're going to leave this earth. everybody has their own perspective on life. You know, that's where self-awareness comes in. You know, you have this self-awareness, and then you start to think, who am I? What's my identity? And what impact can I have on the people around me and the people I come in contact with? My goal is to touch as many people as I can before I leave up out of here. You know, you just never know. My sister's 18 years old. I love it. So, you know, and she's alive, and I'm grateful for that. So, you know, it's just on how you handle it and how you look at it. You just got to keep on going.
Hey, Tracy, those two are the OG of motivation for sure. And I got to tell you that Yolanda just chatted. I wish Zoom had the ability to send a snap because I'm snapping my fingers. Let's see some snaps here from the Sharks here. Let's see some snap it up.
Snap it up, y'all. Anyone else would like to share anything related to this concept of being intentional and overcoming?
I do, because Tracy, I had a panic attack about not being able to do the 25th or the 18th.
Yes.
Because my daughter, well, for those of you that don't know, my daughter got COVID and was hospitalized, and her lungs shut down, and she was in the ICU, and we have not been cleared to have her out there, so it's difficult for me to engage with large groups because of the potential of what I could bring home, and we have to prevent her from even getting a common cold right now because we don't want her to go back. And I was losing it on the phone with Tracy because I thought I wasn't going to be able to do any of that. And so for those of you who want to know about this accelerator program, she still wanted to support me and move forward, which is why I'm here.
Yes, ma'am, because that's what community is all about. We're going to invite Steve Burry on to join us. He just came back. He was with the judges, so we're going to try to scooch. I don't know, John, what you got? What can you do, John? What can you do? You got a list for you?
I don't have a list for you.
You don't got nothing for me?
Nope. Here we go.
What you got?
I have an announcement.
Come on, so John's going to...
I have an announcement.
So you're not in the
but
shot.
I don't need to be in the shot.
Come on, stop playing. Hi. Y'all look at this.
Y'all needed some color. That's what you needed.
So what you got? What's this
plaid doing here?
Plaid?
So
So the judges conferred, and it made a really, really difficult. It's hard. I think the hardest thing they said is all the 11 pitches, you know, they're excited about. They deserve to move forward. They worked really hard. It was clear. They all had a mix of the judges had different perspectives on each one, and they had some good dialogue. We tried to go by the numbers, so to make it some equity and some fairness to it all. And so I'm ready to announce these 7 teams that are moving forward.
Oh my God!
Are we staying up here? Or?
No, you guys don't have to stay up here on the camera like this.
Listen, y'all want to stay and then just. What you want to do?
I don't care.
Okay, so
I'm gonna step away.
Let me see the list. Let me see the list.
No, you got to be surprised with everybody else.
Okay, first.
So I guess we're gonna
secret list. It's a hidden list.
Celebrate as the Come on back then. Come on back. This is how we're gonna do it. Let's just do it. We family up in here.
Okay.
Come on.
I gotta stay away from you so you don't look over my shoulder. Cheers.
No, we're trying to create a moment of.
My voice will be the moment.
No, come on back in here.
Are you sure you want people on camera while they hear the news?
Yes, because you're gonna celebrate for everybody else. It's a family. Come on.
Okay.
Are y'all good?
Yeah.
We don't have a choice.
Yeah, I guess not. Okay. I'm trying to read my number without you reading over my shoulder.
I promise I will read.
Okay.
I promise. Okay, just get closer. I gotta have you in the shot.
Okay.
Remember, I'm creating.
All right, good. You ready?
I promise. Get closer though. You're not in the shot.
I'm not getting any closer. Here's the news. All right, so moving forward into the finals, and in no particular order. Okay, can I just say it that way?
Yes. In no particular order. Steve, you're not in the shot. I really.
And I'm going to do it by the business name.
Thank you very much.
And so I don't want to mispronounce people's names, but I think I can get the businesses. So BU is the first one. Moving on to the finals.
Ladies, squeeze your faces in. Squeeze your faces in.
Fly Above Athletics is moving on to the finals. Enhanced Interactions is moving on to the finals. CMOS Boss LLC is moving on to the finals. Sound Sports Performance and Training is moving on to the finals. Revere XR is moving on. And Liv's Table is moving on. Here's your 7 finalists. There you go. Your judges, the judges. So I didn't get any. I was picking on the numbers, saying, here's where people ranked. What do you guys think? They shared their favorites, but they talked through the numbers, and then they wrestled with the 4 businesses that didn't get moved on to the finals. They basically said, I wish we could coach them and coach them up so that they could hear the pieces that they felt like they wrestled with, not just the pitch alone, but the business viabilities. The numbers had a lot to do with it. Like, if the numbers were clear, how you were going to use the money and how you were going to move it forward and what you needed and how you expected to kind of move it back, that was a key player in it. But none of the 4 categories got weighted any higher than the others. We just we took the total numbers and then looked at where the pieces landed and moved people forward. So they did a really difficult job. They all said it was really, really hard to do, and partly because you feel like you're taking away an opportunity. And what they ended with was, each of these 4 businesses isn't done. They got plenty of other opportunities. There's great chances to move into other areas. And I think, I can't make them available for this, but I think they would be available to give input. Have your coaches talk to the judges, and the judges can get some audible, can give you some reasons what they thought through, and talk it through. We won't put them on camera right now in the midst of this, but that's where we are.
Let me review. Oh my God, that was amazing, John. How you guys feeling?
Fine.
We are so proud of everyone that is moving forward. John, if you could just show so we can see what we look like here. We want to end this by clarifying everyone's a winner. Everyone's a winner, yes. Oh my goodness. So we're going into the finals. Wow, we looking good, y'all. We really do look good. We really do look amazing. So we're going into the finals next Wednesday, May the 25th. Urban Impact is where you're going to be able to watch it live stream from the Urban Impact YouTube channel, Urban Impact Facebook. We're going to be back here in the same location. So we expect all the entrepreneurs to come back and support everyone else with the top 7 finalists. And thank you all for being here today. That's it. Thank you. I did want to do a couple of thank yous. I don't know if John Chin can show himself. I think he might be able to do so. I got to show John Chin. I can't verbally show one of my other favorite people. Yay! John Chin! John, what would you like to say about this experience? And what has this meant to you? And thank you, first of all, for dealing with our shenanigans. We did not plan this little collage of beautiful faces, but that turned out very nice, didn't it? That was beautiful. Yeah? That was fun.
I want to give a special shout out to all the entrepreneurs. This is probably, I think, my 4th or 5th year. I've held multiple roles, including being one of the judges. By the way, that's one of the hardest jobs in the world.
Yeah.
But now this role is pretty close, being the virtual producer with this crew known as Sharks in the Beach. Hey, let's give it up to all the sharks. Come on, let's hear it.
Yes. This is amazing. I also want to thank the team that's here. The handsome gentleman that you just saw was Steve Berry. He is the Executive Director of Urban Impact. Let's give Steve a round of applause. Come on back up here, Steve. Steve is working. He ain't coming back up here. Oh, no, he's coming. Y'all, can y'all give Steve a round of applause? Because let me just say, the sponsorship dollars, he's going to tear the whole green screen down, but it's going to be all right. Steve, thank you so much for handling that judges process. That is the hardest part of this. These people coming up here and pitching and telling their stories, that's pretty easy. But deciding which few of you already amazing businesses were not moving forward, that is the hardest job. I was very happy that you took that on.
And that was the judges. I got to sit in their discussion and count their numbers and play with my phone and add up stuff. But they really did the heavy lifting of sitting in, really analyzing. And I will say that Chris, I think, is the exception, and Candace. The other 2 judges are investors, so they put money. And the judges next, for those that are pitching next week, the judges are the money behind this thing. So when people make their financial investment in Sharks at the Beach, we give them a seat at the judging table because they're the ones that are making the commitments. They're bankers. I mean, Cal he's a banker. He's already offered to, even for the ones that didn't make it. He said, I'd love to have a conversation with folks and let them know there's lots of other programs out there for funding your businesses, and they are committed to seeing that become a reality. They put their money in, and they're willing to keep having those conversations, or their companies that put their money in.
Exactly.
And so it's a good thing. You guys are important to us,
Yes.
and this whole program is important to what we are. You're going to pull me into this group. You're
I'm trying to.
I am pushing back and roping me into this.
I am, because I want you to just share also, like this Sharks at the Beach, it is about community. So this program, this pitch is just part of the process. It's an ongoing community. We brought back in the food is from entrepreneurs that have been in prior programs. So this community does not end, your support does not end. This is an ongoing community. This is about transformation. I mean, just let people hear your heart. Like this is not about just.
Urban Impact's slogan is it's all about relationships. And we firmly believe that. You know, the community that's here is a community that's for you, and is a community that's for our community, and it's for the neighborhood. I get in trouble when I say we, and people look at me like, who are you, we? Like, careful with that we. But it is because we have been in this, you know, Pastor Harvey and I launched this thing in 1987 together. Oh, wow. And so, you know, we've been at it for a number of years, and it's because we're committed to this community, and we're committed. And 10 years ago, we said, if we're going to do breaking the cycle of social, material, and spiritual poverty, we've got to do something with economics. We've got to lean into businesses. And so you guys are really critical. You're really important. And the businesses, you know, creating a thriving economy around Rainier Valley and any of our under-resourced communities is a critical piece of where we are. So don't be discouraged. There's a lot of work. There's still some work to be done in your pitches. There's, you know, a couple. You have a few days, a week. You know, you have some days to improve your slide decks. There's a couple of slide decks the judges mentioned that they were too small. The numbers were unclear. There was too many words on a couple of slides. There were some color balances that were hard to read. So you have some room for the finals. You know, 3 people get awarded. 3 businesses get awarded in the finals. And so, you know, the real pressure comes on now. And you have an opportunity to continue to improve, continue to grow. The coaches are still available. You know, it's still about you. This is about you guys, and so we'll support you 100%.
I love it. And just so you can get judges' feedback. They haven't left the room yet, so we're gonna end this live stream here momentarily. We're gonna. Tech support. Come on after Adrian. John just gave himself a round of applause, but it's not enough because John does not just show up today, y'all. John has been working this with us for days. He started multiple days of a setup so to make sure everything was here, to make sure it was locked. He did his other jobs from here. So let me just be clear. He is absolutely fabulous. We're making room for the tech apparently because you have been family. Thank you, Adrian. Tell us a little bit.
Adrian! Oh, it was so inspiring. I was just overwhelmed. Oh, I'm sorry, touching my mic.
Green screen is going down.
I was just very inspired to hear everyone's stories and their project ideas. So I'm not on camera usually, so I understand how it feels when you have to go up and talk with people in front of a camera. Oh.
That was amazing. So y'all, thank you so much. The judges, have they all dispersed?
With just one piece here, if you heard all these entrepreneurs, you need to thank Adrian, who is our sound engineer. One more time. Adrian!
Yes, I think we have
I asked 2 other questions that you should know. I asked, did Jamel's audio issue become an issue in the judging? And they said no, they heard all the audio just fine, even though it was cutting out for us in the room. It wasn't cutting out for the judges, so they heard the audio. And they said the virtual pitches did not affect the judging.
Wow.
So I'm saying that to you.
Oh.
That they said that, and I acknowledge it because I was the one pushing back on the virtual. So.
So that, you know, I think the one thing I love about you, Steve, is that you have such a heart of gold. That I wanted you to. He did not want to be on the screen, y'all, but I'm so blessed to be a part of this community. I'm really thrilled to be a part of the team. You're an amazing leader. You're an amazing person. You put your words where your actions are, and Urban Impact this is where it's at. So I'm just going to say, if you are considering any type of programming or sponsorship, let's talk to the sponsors, because the more you give, the more we can give to these entrepreneurs. So what would you say to sponsors? Each of you, let's get back in place and just talk to people about why they should invest in black businesses. Get your faces back in. We'll start with you. Why should people invest in black businesses? This is something we're going to use for our social media as we move forward, not just for the finals, but in general. Squish back in so I can see everybody's face.
We don't need to do for people. We need to let people do for themselves.
Yeah. Hello.
Teach a person to fish.
Well, so
Queen.
our founder, the grandfather, would say the parable goes: teach a person to fish, help a person fish, you feed him for a day; teach him to fish, you feed him for a lifetime. Our founder says, he's an 95-year-old African-American guy from the South, says, no, that's not enough. Because whoever owns the pond still controls how much they fish. So the reason we invest in you, and why do you want to invest in black businesses? Because the black community needs to invest in itself. And doesn't need a handout, doesn't need a hand up for that matter. Even just needs authority and control to manage themselves. Yeah.
Queen, lean into this camera, girl, because you kind of have cut out. Lean this way. I'm sorry. How you feeling? Oh, you okay?
I'm feeling like a sore loser, I'm gonna be honest.
Oh, well,
I'm excited for you guys, but at the end of the day, I didn't go forward.
So let me just be clear so y'all know what's happening up in here. So I am president of the National Black MBA Association. There's another pitch competition that's coming up, and the prize money is about 3, 4, 5 times more than this. So keep pitching. All y'all are invited to participate. I'm actually leading that as a part of the National Black MBA Association's $25,000 prize, just FYI. That's, yes. So just so that you know, this ain't over.
When you take an L, that's a lesson. You know what I'm saying? So you can look at it negative way, live, I know live. You know what I'm saying? Or you look at it positive way and just get better. I mean, I've been doing this since 2015, and I'm just now getting into something like, you know what I mean? So we all have times where we learn. We all have times, no matter how old we are, we all have times in our lives, where we're going to learn. And sometimes you got to take 2 steps backwards to go forward, and I took many steps backwards. So.
And we thank you for that. And we didn't share with you guys, but there are so many resources that are available for these businesses. So just know this is just one of many, many, many things. There's someone who actually reached out to me as a part of my new role, and he was like, Trace, I need to understand more about the businesses. I need you to help me, basically identify where we should be investing, right? We need to, like I said, banks that are here. I know Seattle Credit Union is here for the semifinals. You guys are going to meet Taj coming here for the finals. They have specific programs for black businesses to support us. We're talking grants and loans and all the things that you need to invest in yourself. So this is a pitch. That's a point in the process, but the resources and the community and the family that are here for you, this is just the beginning. That's part of my goal, is to make sure that that is here for you and that you all have what you need to succeed. So we're all going to do this together. That's it. That's a wrap, baby. Yay! BJ?